Still bored.
Quiet.
Intro is starting.
Okay.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. As you can see, nothing's changed. It's exactly the same. These bastards making noise over my stuff. Oh shit! It hadn't been 15 minutes. Oh.
He's making noise
Well,
over all of
that's
my
it.
stuff.
I
All
know.
over.
But we are here in support of one of our own here today. Of course, Andrew has his Solarion Sun Kickstarter going. He's already made a couple grand on it. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Thank
So,
you.
we're going to go check that out. The links are going to be dropped. And we've got links here. There. I even put a link in the below the video. I did something professional like. So take that, Kima. Okay.
Super awesome.
Yeah, well, we try. Nevertheless, we're going to have ourselves fun. It's been a while. I've been gone. Glad to be back. I can't say I had much fun on my trip because I didn't.
Oh,
I was just locked down and working, But of course, I usually get a few days when I do these things. But there was a mass shooter at a university, and they panicked and shut us all down, locked us down, and stuff like that. So, joy.
Chester stopped him, though. It's fine.
happy New Year.
Well, he mysteriously died. So. Anyway, but which is interesting. I've heard of these things happen before, but I've never been. Of course, I worried it wasn't that near it, but in the same general vicinity, a few miles away from it. So that was different. But yeah, no, just a lot of working, a lot of traveling, a lot of planes. But see, I take Japanese Airlines because I'm smart. You know, Andrew, what they do when you get on the Japanese airline? First thing that happens. Would you like to know?
What do they do?
Well, you have this pretty girl because Japan has a rule. You have to be a certain level of pretty and girl to be a stewardess, you see. And they come over in their pretty little, cute little outfits, and they give you a nice hot towel to wash your hands and face and neck and ears. So nice. It's very good. And then they attend to you the whole time. They don't bitch at you. Not once, Andrew, did I get bitched at.
Not once.
Not once. It's quite amazing.
Incredible.
It's
What
credible.
about twice?
No, that one though, that would be unbearable. That's for sure. But no, the Asians, China Air as well. Of course, you might say, I don't want to go on a Chinese airplane. And if it's built by Chinese, you are correct. However, most 98% of their planes are built by, say, Americans or Germans. So you're good to go. But China Air is the same. Thai Air was good. You ever been on Thai Air, Gabby?
Yes, I've been on a few times.
Yeah, it's nice, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I like
It's
it.
very nice.
The food's the best, though. Thai Air's
Honestly.
got the best food. Yeah,
It's so good.
It's so clean. The ladies are very nice to you. And of course, the interesting thing when you're nice to others, people are nice to you. It's shocking how that works. Nevertheless, we're not here to talk about my boring travels. We're here to talk about Andrew and Solarion Sun. This is volume 3, dude. You are what
Yes.
I would use. There's a word for you. What is it? It starts with prolific.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. You're prolific and it's good. Which nice combination.
Yeah, I have officially released more books than anybody in Comicsgate. How about that?
That's amazing.
Really?
And more pages too.
Oh wow.
I-
Well, the big boys, those big pros that are, the big bangers, professional, famous dudes, they don't do much, do they?
No, and I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud to be one of the little guys, and yet I get all my work done. Yeah.
That's good. No, you do. You are definitely prolific, but
You kind of hard on them. They do make a lot of drama.
They do. That is their job.
I do
They're
not make
very-
as much drama as them. That is very
Holy-
true.
Well, that's the reason why. That's the reason why you're not doing a good enough job. You need to get on the freaking internet
Mhm.
and start some drama.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
come on.
It's true.
Gotta start some shit.
I could start something. I'll call out.
Now start with me. Andrew, you have hurt my feelings and I am sad.
Oh.
I declare a War.
You declare a what
I know
war?
that's not even true, and it makes me sad that I would even pretend hurt Rosa.
Yeah, that's true.
So I feel
Yeah,
that
you'd have a lot of people coming after you, honestly.
I know.
That's true. You would. I do have a question though. Whilst I was gone, I know it was a month, but it didn't feel like it was really that long. I've noticed a change amongst the Discordians. Why does everybody have a letter and then dot 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 next to their name? Not everybody. Some still have the old way, but why did we change it? What's the whole thing with the letter dot dot dot? What is that? I missed something.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Anybody?
I can't see. Oh, I have to look at it and maybe see it.
Because yeah. Because I got
Huh.
plenty like Herman P. Hunter, fully, Kima, fully, Rosa de Oro, Chester. Oh, nice. But then I got T dot dot A dot 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 O dot dot dot.
Huh.
And
That's really
another A dot dot dot. And of course, all over Discord the same way, not just on our channel. But whatever. And go join the Discord. Jeff just shot the link. Let's go say hi to everybody else. Let's see. Melissa is not on mic, but she probably is on mic with Amy. Hi, Melissa.
Hello. Yes.
How are you?
See you. Oh, you.
Is Florida good?
Well,
No,
that's fine. Can you hear?
no cataclysms.
No,
Oh, they're very
no
quiet.
big dramas or cataclysms or anything yet. So that's probably good, I guess, for the year. Considering what I've been hearing a lot of people going through. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you live near the fountain of youth, and therefore it must be Eden. So you're close to you're close to the action.
That's right. Yeah.
Anyway, nice to see you again, girls. Rabbit. Rabbit.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hang on a minute.
Okay.
Is that working still? Sorry, my microphone decided to disconnect.
Wait, I hear you. Just
Yeah, you're
fine.
good.
Yeah, it's fine. I just noticed it before you started asking me questions. What was you saying?
What I was saying is, I need to have a conversation with you because I need to give you some money so you can send me a bottle of English mustard.
English
Ooh.
mustard. Can you not get English mustard?
No, I cannot, and it's irritating.
Which one are you wanting?
Oh, the spicy
English
one.
mustard.
English
But
mustard's
just-
badass,
it's
dude.
just it's just what it's called, English mustard.
Yeah, it's good stuff,
Yeah.
dude. The two best mustards on earth: the English mustard and Chinese mustard. Those are the killers, right there.
I don't think I've ever tried Chinese mustard. There's some really good like farm like shop mustard that you get over here. That's really, but you'd have to go to proper farm places to get that.
Oh yeah,
You get some really unique stuff.
they are similar. They have some similarity. The taste is a little bit different, but English mustard, I think, has just the right amount of heat to it, where Chinese mustard will evacuate your nostrils.
Yeah.
So but yeah, no, I love that stuff. But how are things in the Britain?
Cold. That's
Good.
about it,
It's
really.
winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought I
But
thought it was
-7 is cold. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
but I thought it was
ridiculous.
global warming. So how dare you tell me it's cold? I mean, honestly.
I
How
mean,
dare
we
you.
have normal weather now, more so than we used to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's interesting how those things go in cycles. Weird. Anyway, nice to have you. Jonathan over here at the line block is muted. Oh, hi, he's speaking now.
Hello.
How are you?
Good
Yeah,
to be back.
it is good to be back. We get the floating eye thing. I like it.
I haven't decided yet. I'm still looking at poses.
I see. Well, we do have over here in the chat a Sheldon as well. He says, if you're nice to others, others are nice to you. That's not true, and I'll tell you why. Kima is nothing but gracious to Chester-san, and Chester-san is always nice to the young lady. It's true. It is true. Yeah.
I'm just a grumpy lady.
You are not. You are wonderful.
Well, it's got to be her. It can't be me.
Clear.
I mean, clearly.
What'd you do now, Chester?
I didn't do nothing. I was talking about Nickelback. Okay.
I like Nickelback. It's a Canadian
You do,
treasure.
sir. I know you do.
Why do we
sir.
want to talk about that?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Wow, you made me cough. Anyway, let's. I should get started and then continue this after is what I should do. So I shall.
Yeah.
So Herman or Jeff or whatever your frickin' mysterious name is, Mr. Writer Man, give me some noise, baby,
Say please.
please.
Ooh.
And go, baby. Of course, you guys know it's been a while, but you know the rules. They have 2 hours, and we have no rules. It is PG-13 though, so we don't want to go too far. But this is not. This show's not for the kittens. It is for adults to a point. And of course, at the end of it, you guys are going to vote and tell us what you think was the best. And then if Mike, deigns us with his presence, they'll go over and be on his show. Nevertheless, we're going to have our own fun here. And of course, we're supporting Andrew today. We're doing Solarion Sun. So let me bring that up real quick before I go back and chat with everybody. Here we go. Volumes 1 through 3 available. Of course, like I said, he's already up to a couple grand. So that's an excellent start. And let's take a look at the page here. Ooh, the art's pretty good. Of course, Andrew's art's always pretty. He's got a map as a prerequisite.
I do have a map.
Yeah. He's got a map.
He's got to have a map. He's got his art and he's got dialogue, as you should. Very nice. Do I have a video I have to look at? I do.
Yeah, there's a video.
Should I click it? I'm gonna click.
You could.
Yeah.
You should stream it to everybody else though first, so that everybody else can see it too.
Because I'm
Could've
grooving
drawn.
on some music, dude. Relax.
Just watching the trailer.
I was. I didn't have to say anything. That's a good trailer, dude. You did a good job.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad to get that critique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a good song. You know, one thing, I love heavy metal. You guys know that. But heavy metal and synthesizer should never go together in my brain. But when I hear it, I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's a power
Heavy
metal
like
thing.
Nickelback.
You know, Eric, I have access to ninjas, and they can cross oceans.
Ooh.
Chester, I have missed you so much the past month. I watched Top Gun Maverick just to see your cousin, and I imagined her with a beard and a hairy chest.
Oh,
just
nice.
so I could think of you.
Oh, nice. Nice, yeah.
That's so sweet.
I don't know that we look anything alike, but, well, I guess we
I imagine you do.
Enough, yeah. But nevertheless, that was cool music. I liked it. And it's sweet, short, sweet, with a little bit of thing, a little bit of changes up here, some words to tell you what you need to do. It's a good trailer. Excellent. We got some great art here as well, showing off his stuff. And it is good. It's very much, I don't know how to say, I don't want to say anime or manga-esque, although there's certainly influence from it, but it's not quite that, is it?
No, I mean, my art style really just derives from years of practice and developing my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've taken so much inspiration from a bunch of different artists over time, where I learn specific artists, then go through their techniques and then apply it to my own art style, then learn techniques from another artist and then apply it to my own style. I never wanted to just copy an artist and be like another artist. So.
With that said, though, it is very sellable. It's definitely it's kind of a commercial look, I would say, and that's not a bad
palatable
thing at all. Yeah, it's definitely palatable. Yeah, because you can do niche stuff, and that's cool. But it is going to be harder on you. I mean, you got a lot of goals you're waiting on. All righty.
Yeah.
You got all the pie. You know how to do this Kickstarter thing, dude. Good for you, man. Everything is correct. Yeah.
I put a lot of work into it. I start in September and I go all the way to January. So.
Where'd you get that music, by the way?
So I actually I licensed that one like years ago.
Mhm.
I just bought a whole bunch of music when it was on sale for licensing from Pond5. Pond5 is like where you go to just get licensed music and use it for trailers or use it for something like that. You pay a little bit of money, they give you the license for it, you use it for your project, and then you just kind of have it in a library afterwards. So I go there and I find it out, but I've had that one for a long time just waiting. So I was like, oh, okay, it's time to use the power metal one.
No, that is cool. I love me some power metal. But you do realize you have access to 2 professional musicians, right?
Yes, we have discussed this before. I think we discussed this during the Volume 2 show as well.
Must have been good music on that too. Heavy metal's the right choice, always. Unlike certain people who choose things like Nickelback.
The book is itself in some more hidden themes of the book is actually very musically inspired. Every character in the book represents a genre of metal in some way.
Oh, neat. That's cool.
It's not something that I would overtly talk about because it's not the point of the book, but it is a fun little hidden fact where the Thunder and Rain, the main characters, they're folk metal. Silver and Odd, the priests, they're power metal. Then you got Shadow, who's more like a deathcore or black metal. Then you got the villain, who is a black metal or like an extreme metal, more like. So it's kind of I just kind of took a genre of metal, and then that's how like their designs are kind of put together, and then their personalities are based off of different personal experiences from my own life. So it's a fun way to start out with the project and kind of design a character.
It does give me an idea, though.
Oh yeah.
You should have a comic book called Neo Muse, and all the modern muses of all the different modern musics, but an old style of music muse comes back to life. Godly muses, right? Comes back to the mortal world and is just a fish out of water, and we follow her or his journey through modern music. TM, see, copyright, no one steal it.
Sounds like a fun book.
Yeah, it might be cool, actually. It might be fun. All right, well, nice. I'm looking at Amaran's art right now, and he's got his standard structure in, so he can get his angles correct and all that. Yeah, it's nice. I tried doing that once, and it didn't come out quite right. I don't have a very good visual acuity when it comes to 3-dimensionality in the 2-dimensional space.
I'm a little torn whether or not I should browse what everybody's doing, because I'm drawing myself today, but I'm a little torn whether I should browse at what everybody's doing or just be big surprised.
You're going to do a self insert. You're going to put yourself in your Solarion Sun style. That's a good idea. Do that. No?
No, not yet. Not that conceited, I guess. Okay. Though I guess every character. I mean, when you're a writer and when you're a comic book artist, you kind of put a piece of yourself in a book anyway. You write what you know. So to call it a self-insert is a bit of a stretch, but here and there, it's like, yeah, I guess that character does represent me. You know what I mean?
Sure. Well, you could just do like what all the modern comic book writers are doing, or that lady who did Velma. Yeah.
Write a fan fiction and just ruin somebody else's property.
Yeah. They do it intentionally, though. They want to piss you off, so you're not talking about all the nasty things they're doing, really, I think. But someone over here, Alan, I do believe, is trying to incense my chat by putting the word Taylor and Swift together.
Oh.
What's the deal with her, man? She's this nasty little thing, but it sounds like she's just trucking. Absolutely killing it. Anybody?
I don't know.
We'll love her.
She's a part of the Illuminati, I guess.
Is she?
With Beyonce.
Good for her, I guess. But but the thing is, there's a lot of people who they try to tell you should like, and that they don't get much attention. But she's making money, dude. Money.
Is it the record sales or just the concerts?
Concerts. She's just in her tickets.
Oh, okay.
Her sale tickets are out of control. $300 for a seat. What are you talking about?
Well, she has like a weird, not cult following as in the normal term, but like an actual cult following.
She does. Yeah, that's what I mean. What's going on? Because I don't live in the States, so I'm just wondering what's going on with the Taylor Swift thing. Because she's rightfully a nasty little thing. She is. Let's listen to her talk. She's nasty, right? She's not a nice person, right? So I don't know what I just don't get it. But people can spend their money as they like. Taylor Swift is great when you have a bad day. You just look yourself, your room, and blast your T Swift records. Sheldon, you need an intervention, sir.
No. Who wrote that?
Sheldon.
It was Sheldon.
I better go time him out.
Oh no! Oh, don't you hurt my Sheldon.
Oh no, that's funny, dude. Oh shit. All right, let me come over here and talk to everybody else. Let's see, go through and catch anybody. Oh, we got an Eric in here. Hi, Eric. How you doing? I went to Europe.
I know.
Yeah.
How was that?
Boring.
Boring? Did you have some good food though?
Yeah, it was all right. The food's fine there. I just didn't have much free time. I was busy doing stuff and having to go to this thing and that thing, and of course I had lectures. Then I got on a plane, had to come back, fly back over to Japan for the holidays, and had to fly back over to Malta and France. Yeah, I didn't have my. Although an old lady in France made me dinner.
Oh.
She didn't grab your butt.
She did not. She was a very nice old lady, and she, because I was working by myself in the house, and I was just doing some remodeling stuff, right? And she saw I was by myself, and she came over and offered me dinner, and I was like, oh. So I went and had it. It was pretty good too. Chicken. Yeah. See, there are nice people.
When you coming to the States to give some lectures?
Maybe in 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, I got to go to LA though. I'm not looking forward to it.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Never mind.
Hopefully
I'm
it's still
sorry.
there by the time you have to
He's
go.
still there. Oh, harsh. Helen, don't let him talk.
I think I'd have to check, but I think that one might actually be in a university.
Oh.
I think it was UCLA, maybe. That's a university,
Well,
right?
nice.
Yeah, UCLA. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably try to come see you if it was close.
Well, I do
We
want to
can
bring my
go
boat
see
over
Alan.
and do the Great Loop at one point in the near future, right?
Yeah.
Spend a year doing that.
That sounds awesome.
We can
'Cause
go
I
get
gotta
some
retire
barbecue.
soon. I need to retire.
You do remember me, don't you?
Where are you going to retire to? You already have a mountain and a yacht.
Well,
In the country.
I think I'll spend my time in different places. I would say. I have been looking at Sardinia.
Really?
But, yes, but of course I have. But the stuff in Malta, we're turning into a Airbnb type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to do some sailing. Got to go some places. The problem is I kind of like chilling on a yacht or going to do like countryside things. My wife is a hotel lady though.
She likes to be in a nice place where people bring you food.
Yeah, she does. Yeah. Someone is playing
The
some
real
video in the
shower.
background and they're teaching. It sounds like Edward Scary. Whose video is this? It's probably Amaron.
You blame
It sounds like
Armor.
Final Fantasy. I think it's Amaron.
Don't you blame him?
I will do as I like. Thank you, ma'am. Anyway, let's see here. Gabby Kima said hi. Ooh, that's kind of nice what Rabbit is doing. I like it. I'm going to get to everybody in succession, of course. But let me go over here and say hello to Alan first. Hello, Alan. Can someone, Amron, dude, can you shut that video off, please, or mute it or something like that?
I have to go for a bit. I'll be back later.
Oh, okay. Because of video?
No, because food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I should be back as soon as I can.
Thank
Perfect
you.
excuse.
Already.
Let's see where. Oh yeah, Alan. Hi, Alan.
Ow.
Alan.
I think Alan is still having mic troubles.
How?
That's why he's chatting in the chat.
Dude, I've been gone like a month. Discord. I'm not having no one else having trouble with Discord.
At least not instrumental.
He says his mic works fine, but yet Discord. I don't know. I'm not having any trouble. I think you have to go into the Discord settings and make an adjustment, sir. Of course, it could be just up in your volume. If you go up to the little volume thing, you will see that you can choose which device you're using. And maybe you're just on the wrong device. I've made that mistake myself. But hopefully you get that fixed out, dude. I like talking to you. Let me see. Who is making this noise? It's Rabbit. Rabbit's making the noise.
No, it's not. I've got no noise on. And I've got headphones in, so it'd be pretty impossible, to be fair.
I got Mr. Motion in here. Hi, Mr. Motion. Well, I'm getting...
Hello.
I'm getting like someone's watching a video and the sound's coming through.
I can't hear anything from anybody.
Yeah, I can't hear anything on my end.
Is that me?
I'm hearing-
Let me go check. Let me go check.
I'm hearing pop.
It's not me.
It's Chester.
It's not. No, I checked it. And, just in case, right? Yeah, it's definitely not me.
Is this still going?
It is. Yeah.
Well, then it ain't me.
Who's got a video going on?
Not me.
Okay. No. Oh, hey, Alan.
Am I here?
You are. Hi here.
Kind of here.
Hey.
Was it what I said?
Hey, what I did was I pressed a reset on the testing spot, and I think it brought me back.
Well, there you go. That's a nice solution.
Hey.
I don't understand why I'm getting this feedback. Let me go over the Discord and check.
Yeah, is anybody lighting up?
Just Rabbit.
I have nothing on.
Are you sure? You might have something in the background or something, because you're the only one lighting up.
The only thing I have on, the only thing I have on is Photoshop and Discord. That's it.
Nah, there's definitely a video game of some kind. It sounds like the tutorial stage.
I think that's really bizarre.
weird. Definitely not. I don't even have Steam on or anything.
Huh. Well, the only things I have on are here and here. And let me go check this. Is it up here? Did his video reset? Start playing something else? Nope. 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 Yeah, I think Amron's just messing with me. Yeah, I've checked all my things. I have nothing going on. Yeah. Yep. Nope. It's somebody in here is watching a video.
Can you try muting people individually and seeing?
I can.
And seeing if one of them turns it off.
Sure. Let's see here.
It'll be like a weird game of Guess Who.
Yeah.
Does your character listen to YouTube videos?
Okay, it's not Armoron. Let me come back over to here. Let me check. All right, so let's go. So it's not Armoron. Let's check Andrew. Okay. Where's my mute button? Let me go back. Okay, it's not Andrew. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We're sweating it out.
Is it Amy? No, it's not Amy. Okay. Is it Eric? No, it's not Eric. Is it Keenma? It is not Keenma. It's it's I thought it was Final Fantasy. They're talking about chocobos now. It's not Rabbit.
No, I know it's not me.
Me, I'm a heterosexual.
It's not the Lion Block. Is it Chester? Let's mute Chester. It's not me. Okay.
All right.
Let's see if it's Jeff. It's not Jeff. Okay. Camping
I already knew
Melissa,
that.
she
No
doesn't
one
have
else
a
hears
mic.
it.
I don't know. It's this is a ghost Final Fantasy stream.
I gotta admit, I think I'm hearing something too now. Like suddenly, it's just like I'm hearing things. I'm
Well, try
trying to hear
muting
what
Melissa
Chester hears.
anyway, just in case.
This is starting to get creepy.
Well, I've gone through
Where
everybody except for. Let's see here. I did.
The voice is very soothing in the video. It's just.
It is soothing. You're correct.
I
not-
feel
It's not Gabby. So I have no clue who it is. Because I went
you
through
meet me?
everybody and it's no one here. All right, that's weird.
That is just wild.
Well, what kind of feedback are you getting? Did you try taking your headphones off to see if it's in your house? Is the call coming from inside the house, Chester?
Oh, no.
Of course it's not.
Dude, I'd be so...
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I've checked everybody and it's no one here. All right.
Well, okay then.
I guess we're just gonna be listening to Final Fantasy and we'll get copyright struck for sure. I'm sure. You know how them Japanese are.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Maybe something got caught in a loop or something got caught. I don't know what it is. Can't see anything else going on. It's not any of
Hang on
my
a second.
stuff. It's not the Discord itself.
Hold on.
Yeah, okay, I'll just have to ignore it, I guess. Nevertheless, what was they doing? Oh, yes, I was saying hello. So where to go? Oh, hi. How you doing, Jason?
Doing good, doing good. Yeah, it's busy. Actually, not really. It's kind of snowed in Tennessee, so
Oh, nice.
at least my part in Tennessee. Yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, I miss snow. I haven't had it in so long. I'd love to have some snow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you
I am
yourself
doing-
ever actually caught and tamed a chocobo?
What now?
Well, this tutorial is telling me how I catch and tame chocobos.
When you're on the hunt, you don't want to start.
Final Fantasy.
I don't
You
think
never
so.
play. You're not a video gamer, huh? Are you?
No, I am, but just not Final Fantasy.
And Chester, you're sure your internet tabs aren't open?
Well, I wouldn't be listening to that anyway. But
Yeah, because I'm
it
listening
might
to
be
the
like a
stream and I
pop-up.
can hear it. I can hear it on YouTube, which is just weird because I don't hear it at all in our chat.
Yeah.
No, I don't
I'm
hear it
here.
either, no.
I don't have any tabs open there, and it's just the YouTube on this side, and then on my other one I have this, and it's just got your Solarion Sun, and I checked to see if somehow I was getting a video out of here. It's not, and I have your Patreon page, which I don't think there's any sound on that.
No, folks, this is a weird one.
So that's all I got. So I don't know what it is. Something's weird, but nevertheless, it is what it is. Let me come back over to here and keep doing what I was doing. Oh yeah, so you're down in Tennessee. That's a nice place. I wouldn't mind living in Tennessee, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing some projects too. Somebody came up to me and he's a friend of mine from church. He's also a cop, so he won something from me for his buddies.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, not
He's
all
a
cops are
canine-
jerks, you know. There are some good ones.
oh no, not all. He's a great guy. He's a canine trainer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he has one at home at his house, and he's wanted me to do something for him. So
Well, what are you doing for him?
I'm just drawing some like a cool looking, epic looking canine. You know.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, yeah. It
I've-
is. It
I've
is
only got a-
unfortunate. Okay, go ahead.
I was saying I only have a few sketches right now, but yeah, I haven't really started on. it. Don't know exactly what he wants to tell you the truth. He doesn't quite understand how art works, I guess. But I'll
Well, other than artists, who knows how art works? I mean, you know, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to mess with the stream, but I'm going to jump out of Discord real quick, and I'm going to see if I can somehow solve this situation in that way. So let me do that real quick. So I'm going to drop out, but I mean I'll still be here, but you guys are going to drop out. So let me disconnect. Okay, and it was definitely coming from Discord chat because I shut it off now, and it's not doing that stuff. Let me come back in and see. All right, so I'm back. Hi. It definitely was coming from the Discord, but now that I've reset, it's not coming from the Discord. So something got caught. No, something got caught.
Is weird.
That's so weird.
Yeah, some artifact got caught, I think, and now it's gone. So that's I'll feel better now. It won't distract me. Very good. But I got to go and do all this resetting stuff. But anyway, that's good to hear. Oh, it's back now.
What?
There you go.
No, someone's messing with me.
I'm just messing with you. That there is
He just said I'm just messing with you even. Oh, that's it. That was perfect timing, whoever's doing it.
Who said that? You could hear that?
Yeah.
I heard it.
Okay.
I heard I'm just messing with you from somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely happening. So it is what it is.
It's because you brought down the wrath of the Swifties.
Look at me.
Well, like I said, the only person who's lighting up right now is Rabbit. He's not talking, but he's constantly lit.
Promise not to tell?
Oh, I
Yeah,
can
but
hear
I think
that.
my microphone just does that generally. I'll reset my microphone if you want, but it just does that because I'm using voice meter, so it's always on.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains it.
He's
That's
lit,
fine.
y'all.
Yeah. But what I was going to say is, it's unfortunate that in these modern days the cops have become the enemy.
I know, right?
Yeah. When I was young, that wasn't really true. Now I'm getting music. I'm definitely getting copyright struck.
Who's on here? There's
Remember
could
when
be
the Irish-
possibly doing
Oh,
it.
Batman.
It's Final Fantasy music.
I'd know if I heard it straight away.
And when I reset, it was gone, and then it came back on. So
And then somebody said they're messing with you.
I said that. Yeah. I think someone's
no.
messing with me.
If I click on Armorons, I can hear music.
Yeah, I think it's on.
Right, hang on.
Ready to fire, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, let me. Should I?
Yeah, I'm hearing
drop?
it now. It's armor on.
Yeah, let me drop armor on. And
Really?
see.
Because I can't hear him.
Yeah.
Tell me you can't hear that.
No.
Planet runs out of
Put armor on.
So if I start watching him, then he's
We
gone.
can overcome our fate.
Yeah, it's armor on.
Alright, well, hang on a minute. Let's just,
But the problem is when I mute him and stuff, it's not changing anything though.
hang on.
We're looking for Sephiroth. Find him.
Dropped out to ride a chocobo.
Sephiroth. You see.
That was nice.
What are you talking about?
Well, that's weird.
Yeah,
'cause,
I just have to
muting
do-
him's
I'm
not
just
doing
gonna have to
anything, is it?
disconnect
He's
him.
muted. I've just muted him and it's not done anything.
They're our best.
Yeah.
There you go. I've done it for you.
Oh, thank you. All right. Yeah, there it goes.
It's gone now, right?
Yeah, he must have something he didn't know going on in the background or something like that. It's cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. I still hope he comes back though.
Absolutely. Hope he comes back. But anyway, we got that solved. That's nice. What was I doing? Yeah, I was talking to Jason. Hey, Rosa.
Hey, how you doing?
I am doing well. It's actually, you know how busy I normally am, but I feel more relaxed compared to that nonsense.
And nothing like going away to make you long for home. And
Yeah.
that's exactly what happened for you.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So what was the thing you missed the most? When you got back, the first thing you did, you threw all your stuff down and immediately you went back and you did what?
I had to get in a car and I had to drive 3 hours to the north.
No, I mean, when you got to your house and you were like excited, you go, the first thing I'm going to do.
I sat down
Did you
on
go
the
visit
couch.
your coffee and just put your feet up? And it's like your favorite couch. Is it the couch that you love the most?
It is. It's my Italian leather couch.
Ooh, okay. Describe it. Describe it in detail. I
I
want to
would
know.
call it more of a love seat sofa size, but it's a nice kind of tan or butterscotch maybe, leather, real leather, of course, and it's very cozy. And I have oiled it many times. Every time I leave the house, I oil it actually, just to make sure she stays nice and supple.
It sounds like a relationship.
It's a nice couch, though. Yeah. No, I oil all my leather stuff. Don't you? No.
Occasionally, I oil ours, but yeah, we have firefighters all over my house, so we have to keep everything oiled and cleaned, or else it gets really, really bad really fast.
Sure. No, that's true. Of course, you can always just wax it. Beeswax work good too.
Well,
for
yeah.
certain things. But yeah, no,
Saddle soap.
I like a leather. I have a leather bag. I got leather shoes. I got leather hats. I got leather couch. Yeah.
I feel like you'd have to be careful oiling leather shoes. Like, don't you start
Leather
smelling
undies.
all over them?
I wax those. I wax
okay.
I wax the shoes. Yeah, beeswax. It's really good
Okay,
too.
so you only have
Yeah.
you only have one leather item that you can choose. Your house is on fire. Which one are you saving?
Bag.
He's gonna grab his shoes.
No bag.
Okay,
Because the bag's got
Man,
electronics
I thought it'd
and
be your
shit in
shoes.
it.
Those
And identification.
Israeli shoes.
Those are good shoes, but they're right next to the door, so you know.
Yeah, so technically you can do both at that point.
Yeah. But no, you got to do the bag because it's got my ID and all my shit in it, right?
Yeah, get that bag. Get
Yeah,
that
you gotta-
bag, Chester.
I would. I do. Yeah.
That's nice.
It's got my identifications. You know the bummer. I got a bummer though, because well, I just bought myself a new because my tablet, my Apple iPad was pretty old, but I'm switching over. I'm going to do a hotspot off of either a Wi-Fi Robin or I might get a phone. Ooh, my God. Anyway, I'll probably do Wi-Fi Robin, I think. But nevertheless, I just updated. Listen to this, Rosa. I bought an ROG Flow X13. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You're
Pretty
excited.
nice. That thing is badass, dude. That's badass. It's almost as beefy as my desktop, which is impressive.
Really?
In a tablet, well, it's a laptop / it's a 2-in-1, right? But I absolutely adore that thing, man. It's so killer. But here's the problem: is the bag I have that I had the Apple iPad in, I put it in, and it's literally it's less than a centimeter too long.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be crying.
I have to go buy another bag.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's a bummer. I like this bag. It's a good bag. I gotta get another one because I can't
Okay.
walk around with the bag unzipped. I can't. My brain can't handle it.
Well, it's not a good idea anyway. Somebody will reach in there and just kind of sort of and away it'll go.
And fair enough, especially if I go to Europe again. Damn gypsies. Am I allowed to say that?
No.
Probably not, but I think it's far enough into the stream that nobody will notice. I mean, we've already been copyright struck anyway because of Final Fantasy.
That's fair. It is fair. Yeah. You got to watch out
Yeah,
for
we've
them
already been
gypsies when you're in Europe, though. I mean, Rabbit can confirm. They move in packs.
Don't remember the last time I went to Europe other than France. That was a long time ago. Before you say anything, remember I'm not in Europe.
I know you're not. But I'm assuming you go to the continent occasionally, right?
I haven't been anywhere other than Cornwall for a holiday in a long time.
Oh, well.
Not since I was a child.
I've been to Europe many times, and no matter where you go in Europe, even to the east, Eastern Europe, you have to keep your eye open for the gypsies. You just have to, because they are thieves. It's their profession.
Tramps too.
Huh? What was that?
Tramps and thieves, right? Tramps and thieves.
Well, yeah, they do prostitute their children. That's true.
I meant the Cher song, but okay.
Yeah, no, I understand. She's a gypsy, right? Supposedly. You know, the thing is, she was one of those. She was pretty hot when she was young, and then she went and got a nose job, and it's like, why? Your nose was perfect. But they do it much worse today. You know, I was watching this thing. It was kind of making note of these ladies who are actually quite attractive and tore their face up with this plastic surgery. The one that was the most shocking to me You know how they did The Boys badly? You know, they did a live action. It was a horrible rendition of that wonderful story by Garth Ennis. They had a girl playing Starlight, right?
Oh
And-
yeah, you saw the Erin Moriarty plastic surgery.
Is that what it was? I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
But,
her name's Erin Moriarty, and
Erin
it's
Moriarty.
atrocious.
Dude, she was a cute little girl. She was cute, and she is
she was wicked
absolutely
cute.
mauled herself, dude.
Aw.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, you know, ladies and men, of course, as well. We get older, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with being older.
But don't hurt yourself.
Don't turn yourself into a monster,
Nothing
right?
wrong.
I mean, jeez.
Right.
Hollywood, man.
Well, I think the one that's where I can see where people get older and they start making decisions and they think, oh, I've got to change myself because I've got to keep my job or something. It happens. It's the younger ones that it's really scaring me that there's so many of them that are just doing things that it's not even attractive or needed. And it's like, wow, you're taking something beautiful and taking a face that makes you, and suddenly you're just changing it for no reason. I'm like, holy crud, you know.
Well,
I can understand looking in the mirror and feeling old.
Rosa, it's because their soul is corrupted.
I mean, think about Madonna. Like, if Madonna allowed herself to age gracefully, she probably would be pretty good looking.
Probably, but she looks like a frickin' Herman Monster creation now.
Oh.
Oh yeah, she's
tore herself up. Yeah, it's unfortunate because there's plenty of ladies as they get older, and it's okay. You can be older. Like, for instance, my wife. She's definitely older, but for me, she's still the same girl I married.
Oh, that's because love. And
Love.
also, she's probably very pretty.
Love will keep us together. Yeah, no, she was somewhat attractive, I guess.
What's somewhat?
Oh my god. You're gonna kick you out of the house tonight.
Nah, she's a cute girl, of course.
Eh.
You know, the funny thing is, because I didn't meet her in Japan, but now that I lived in Japan for, 2 decades, I don't actually find Japanese to be rather attractive, oddly enough. But she is. But then again, her family always said that she was adopted and from Thailand, so.
Really?
Dude, Thai chicks are hot.
Oh yeah, I think women from Thailand are beautiful. Absolutely.
Vietnamese as well, super hot. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a trend that people that men nowadays are going overseas to Thailand specifically to find a wife because they're more traditional.
Well,
than
just
what
women,
we have now in the West.
Women who take their responsibilities seriously. Yeah, Thai's great, and they're very pretty people, of course. Even the men are attractive. But yeah, no, Thailand's got some beautiful people, dude. Absolutely, and good food, and everyone's smiling and happy and nice all the time, dude. Thailand's awesome. Yeah, it's one of my favorite places.
I have a challenge for you, Chester.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to ask me something about my comic book.
Oh, I'm talking about comics. All right, so let me bring it back up here. Well, I had a dilemma, okay, but we solved the dilemma.
Chocobos.
Okay, chocobos. All right, so I'm looking at your page here now. You have 3 volumes consisting of 10,824 pages.
Yeah, just about.
So, here's my question. As the volumes and the stories have evolved, where did we start? Why did we start there? And where have we got?
Okay, well, so the start of the story is Thunder and Rain, twins, siblings, really close relationship to one another. Our land, our landscape has been ravaged by disease, and so the population is. You'll notice on my pages when I do establishing shots of towns or of cities, they're kind of barren, and it's because almost about 1/3 of the population, at least in the south of the continent, died out because of this disease, and that's what took their parents. So after their parents passed away, they kind of had this emotional separation from one another. So that's when the story starts. They kind of have this weird strain on their relationship, and they're not on the path to fixing it. They're just kind of existing with one another. Rain lives at home. Thunder works traveling, and so they get thrust into the adventure that is the catalyst of the story. That's going to force them to rekindle that relationship that they had together at one time.
Okay.
So that's how it starts, right?
Okay.
So it's about them grieving the death of their parents properly together, right? So, and so amongst that, there's a death cult. The death cult is the catalyst, and they get caught up with, the church of the land and where that's going, and it's basically this constant spiral of the story that introduces like cosmic horror elements to it, and deeper I don't know, deeper themes of how these people need to learn about one another and learn to grow to work together as a team so that they can build upon that, and so where we are now in the story, what we're doing in volume 3 is these characters are now changing who they were from volume 1. They are no longer going to be who they were when you first met them. It happens in volume 3 that changes the way that they view the world and how they are going to interact with one another.
Okay.
Whether it's a positive thing or a negative thing.
All right, very good. Second question: why are they all furries?
Well, they're not. You see, if you go, I'm kidding. Well, I was going to go into a lecture, but the big furry question, because obviously when I'm at conventions, I do get the attraction of the fur crowd, and the normal crowd at bay, because I'm going for a Thundercats aesthetic, right?
Right.
So like Thundercats has always been my jam. I love Thundercats. Whether you consider that furry or not, I do not. That's what I like.
No, because it's Thundercats. I watched it with my kids.
Right.
It was like,
well, no.
cool.
Well, that's true, Russell. But furry is just easier than saying anthropomorphic hominids.
That part, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just say cat people, but
But I see a lizard lady right here.
Could you bring up the stream? What you're looking at?
Oh, sure.
Can you stream to me?
He's talking about Zelody.
Are you talking about Zelody?
I guess, but I'll share. I can do that.
Yeah, share, and then I can give a proper critique.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Zelody. So Zelody is more lore to the story. 2,000 years ago of the current story, there was a massive world war that broke out between the demons of hell and the beings that lived on the material plane on Earth. And amongst that war, the demons intermingled with the humans to try to infiltrate their hearts or their races or whatever. But because of the blessing that God, or Oshek, as I have named him in the story, bestowed upon the humans, the hearts of these newborn interminglers didn't become evil, and they became the Xerxurians, which are the demon-born race that you see right there. So,
I get it.
Foiling the devil's plans to intermingle and interrupt the humans turned it into something good.
I see, and I see some. There's a human here, and then there's an elf dude, maybe.
Yeah. So there are humans in the story. So first off, I really dislike how the normal fantasy trope for big fantasy things is the elves are always like the blessed born and the most important race. No, I scrubbed that. The humans are the blessed race. The humans are the most important. They're the original design. And so they have a lot of favor among, and every race in the world plays their roles. The short little dude that he's talking to is called an Alphen, or a Shin Elfin, which are like the smart. They're like the intelligent little guys. So you find them a lot as teachers and stuff. But they're kind of like gnomes. They're little dudes, and they're known for being knowledgeable and smart. This one in particular is a doctor.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Dragon Age did that too. Made the elves lower.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah. I haven't played that game in forever. There's a new one coming, but it looks horrible. Anyway, so we got humans, we got elfish things, we have anthropomorphic hominids, we have earthborn demons. What else we got?
Actually, let me. I wish I could show you this more easily, but I actually in all of the books. This is a good way to pitch the book. In between all of my chapters in the books, I put these little extra inserts that build upon the world and build upon the lore. So in volume 2, in between every chapter is an excerpt from the archives of history where I give a detailed description of the origin of every race on the planet. And so it is. Let me see if I can.
You can just share your screen, you know.
Oh, that's true, can't I?
Yes, you can. I am.
Okay.
I am focused on you now.
Oh, perfect.
You have
Then let me. Yeah, let me open it up and I'll just share. Volume 2. Oh, that's not what I want. Book pages.
Do not dox yourself.
No. I would not.
Whilst he's doing that, Sheldon has a comment. He says, Chitara is hot. If she's a furry, then I'm a furry loving son of a gun. Fair enough.
I
agree with that.
Yeah. Chitara's. I was always a Pumaira guy, though. Pumaira was always my type.
He's a dude.
That the bald dude?
No, Pumaira. You're talking about
The
Jaga.
one with the nunchucks.
Pumaira came in
That's
season 2
Panthro.
with Linkso and Bengali.
Uh-huh.
They were the new Thundercats that got introduced.
Wow. Yeah, I don't remember any of that. I did like Thundercats, though. It was fun. Then they did a remake, and I thought it was pretty good, and then it just disappeared, just like the He-Man thing at the same time.
They canceled it because they found, 1, the toy sales weren't doing well, and 2, too many girls were watching it. And so the big execs, the big execs over at Warner Brothers were like, nope, it costs too much money, not enough people, not the right audience is watching it, and we were all very mad because it was very good.
It's weird. Why would it matter if girls were watching it?
It wasn't the demographic, I guess, and they thought it wasn't worth it. Who knows?
Oh, look, we got little lore page here.
Yeah, so I have 2 more that I'm opening up.
Zersarion.
Let's see, where are the other 2? Hold, please. 1 second.
Mm-hmm. What do you think? You guys think I could be a voice actor? I mean, a one hit, one trick pony type. Like, you know what I mean?
No, dude,
you could be a narrator.
A narrator.
Yeah, you're already the voice actor anyway. You're doing the streams quite a bit, and you're always voice. So
That's true. That is true. And I do sing on the stages and talk.
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, the humans
And
are
talk.
blessed.
And talk.
And talk.
And talk.
So-
DC
Yeah, so the humans are the blessed race.
AI for voices.
They should just do that. You're right. Anyway, I'm sorry, Andrew. Go ahead. So the human are
Oh,
the
no, that's
blessed.
totally cool. The humans are the blessed race. They're the oldest race on the planet that were originally created by the Allfather Oshek.
Well, that's different. Usually the elves. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I wanted to do is and basically because they were the blessed race, their hearts are pure. Or were built pure, but can also harbor far more influence than not what was intended, but because basically it's all written as this God would have intended. So their own selfishness, because the human heart was mighty, it was also selfish, and so through the human heart's selfishness, and they're prone to worship other things other than their creator Oshek. They created Shamash, which is the Satan of my world. So thus you had the humans who drifted away from Oshek and started worshiping their own selfishness, which created Shamash. So that's kind of their built-in story. And then we have the elders, which this is my race, truly built on the elves of the series, and they're known as the record keepers or the librarians because they live so long. They live about I think 200 to 400 years away, or 100 to 300 years.
That's a gap.
So yeah, well, it depends on if they're become warriors or whatever. So like the average is unknown. But because they live so long, they're mostly found in archives, libraries, church positions, military positions, because they keep the records across multiple generations, and so they can see all that. And however, they have their own heart, the way their own heart is built. That because they live so long, if they were to fall in love and marry a race that is not of their own, then their lifespan shortens to the lifespan of whoever they bind their soul to through marriage, because it would be a horrible, depressing life if you basically married the one you love, have a child, become older than them, and then everybody dies out. So that's what they get.
Well, okay. You could say it nice like that, or you could say God just said, like, stick to your own baby. All right.
Well, they could do that, but that wasn't the intention. And then here's your straight up furry race. All right, you can be happy, you can point, you can say this is the fur bait race, because they kind of are. The Lotharians, the Holy Warriors. They were basically their sole purpose when they were created was to protect the humans. They were built strong. They were built powerful, so that their God-given purpose was to protect the humans. That's basically what they have.
Not eat them.
Okay, so they're created race. They're not like something that like alchemists or something made up somewhere along the line that mutated humans. But they're like.
I'm sorry. Say that again. You're really quiet for me for some reason, Amy.
Really? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know.
No,
Maybe
it's
there's
okay.
something wrong with that sound. I was just saying. So then they're a created race too by God, not like a result of alchemy or something like that. But they're specifically a warrior race created for the world.
Correct. Yeah. Yep. That's going to be the big thing that I'm actually going to just explain further down the line when I do talk about the Xerxarians. So that's actually a pretty good point to make.
Hail Paulus.
Then there's the Solarians, which
is your focus. Yeah.
Correct. That's the main characters. So they believe that at one point in history, Oshek was able to allow the humans and the Lotharians to interbreed with one another, so that they have the health and the health and the might and the power of the Lotharians, but the pure, blessed heart of the humans. And so, thus, the Solarian race was created, but they don't know this exactly because humans and Lotharians can't have children with one another. That was forbidden, so they think that at one point it wasn't forbidden, and then all of a sudden it became unforbidden, just so that the Solarians could be created. So they are a race of healthy, happy, and agile creatures, and they what people think is happening is that Oshek is trying to kind of unite all the races of the world, and the Solarians are kind of that connection between them, because they have the blessed heart of the humans, but also so that's their kind of history, and so that's where when it picks up that the Solarians is following that storyline.
Yeah, sure. Good one, Alan. That was a good one.
Forbidden, yeah.
Forbidden, yeah.
And then the Lunayans are suspected to be the same origin, but they have some of the Ninus in them, which the Ninus will come along. I'll show you them later. They're another race. Because they have more of those traits, but they are considered by some that they are Oshek's rejected race, because people think that they're a mistake. But the law of Scripture says that nothing is a mistake under the All Father Oshek. So people have this kind of like conflict between themselves, depending on what they believe in the world, whether they are or are not a
mistake,
another forbidden race. And
well, being God's mistake would kind of suck.
Right, exactly, which is why people say, like, no, you can't say that, that's blasphemous, or oh well, this is the purpose of it. And that plays a really big factor among the death cult faction of the story. There's a lot of discussion by the death cult about, Oshek has forgotten you, you're kind of a disgraceful race, kind of putting them down, which causes them to be in more criminal, or you find them in parts of crime, where because they've embraced that part of them where they've been rejected by God, but then you also see them in a lot of church and military roles because they want to do something good instead. So there's a wide pull for them.
It's
next
true, Alan.
is
Mosquitoes are God's mistake. You're right.
So the first half is the Alphen, and then these are the Bull Alphen, which are basically my version of a dwarf race. They were built to help the humans build infrastructure, and that was mostly they were built to labor. And then after the laboring was over and societies were built up, they became community leaders, so governmental figures or whatever. They were good at leading and they were good at building. They're strong. So those are the Bull Alphen. And then the Xerxurians, we already discussed. They're the demon-born race. They are the youngest race on the earth because they were intermingled with the demons, and people had a big problem with them for a long time because it only reminded them of the Great Calamity War. And then now that 2,000 years has passed, they've more or less integrated into society. Then we have the Shin Alphen, which are like the gnomes, but they're the intelligent race. So you see them in academies, you see them as doctors, you see them as scientists. They were built to be intelligent by Oshek. And then finally, we have the Ninus race, which are a tribal race that does not intermingle with normal society. It's very rare to see them in a normal society with mixed in with the other humans. They are also a race of mysterious origins. Nobody knows where they came from. They think it was once thought that they were built before the Lotharians, and then they themselves as a race denied their God-given role and went off and were banished to like live in their own tribes, and then the Lotharians were born after to protect the humans because the Ninus refused to. So
Awesome.
those are all the races of my book.
You need to. I think what you need to do is make a video game.
Yeah. I don't get me wrong. It's definitely crossed my mind. I have certain methods of doing so. So it'll be, it's not away from the future, but we'll see. But one of
video games, it's a lot of work.
Well, it's more than that. It's millions and millions of dollars is what it is.
Yeah.
The other fun little factoid that I don't talk about directly in my book, but it is seen in different places, is because the Ninus exist and they're like the humanoid dog people, and then the Lotharians exist and they're like the humanoid cat people. There are no cats and dogs in my world, so you won't see people they won't have pets, or at least they won't have pets that are cats and dogs because they're a more developed race. So the main pets in my worlds are weasels and foxes. Everybody has like ferrets, foxes, weasels, minks.
Sounds
like those kinds of
racism
things
to me.
Sounds like racism. But yeah, no. So that's what I got for races.
That's cool. Well, the Lotharians there are the furry type. The Solarians. See, I don't really know Can someone define furry? This is not part of my generation. It's some weird new thing. I thought at first it was cute, and then people told me what they do.
So, yeah, it is a big part of fetish culture. However, I am not a part of that. That is something that I I find the storytelling elements of using animals, like in the same way that like stories from the beginning of time have been told through animals, right? Like there's always been like spirit animals, and then there's been even all the way like through Disney, like they made animals, and it's just it's a good storytelling aspect, and I think that's more of the way. So instead of it being furry, which is the fetish or the art style of the furry community would have a huge problem with me being like, oh, it's just a fetish, but I refer to it as anthropomorphic animals, right? So that it kind of gets rid of that negative connotation. But you know, people can think what they want to think.
Sure.
But if it sells comics, then it's furry.
Yeah, but I was also thinking that if it has an actual animal head, it's a furry. If it's more human looking, it's not. I don't really know whatsoever.
I
you know,
think it's fair.
It is
There is, they have
interesting you
snout.
mentioned.
They have more of the snouts.
Yeah, the muzzle.
Well, Andrew, you've always explained to me when you started developing the story that the Lunayans came out of Scottish culture.
Yeah. So that is actually 100% where the influence came from, was because so the Lotharians, when I write them, they mimic Scottish culture, because me and my brother were like 50% Scottish in that way, and so that's where I kind of put them in, because on the flag is the Scottish lion, and so that's why I it's kind of a way for me to represent my heritage and my culture is through that race, which is why I made them, you know, the protector race, and they have their own culture. And I actually have some funny bits in there where the Lotharian race actually talk in heavy Scottish accents, and that's fun to type out in the dialogue balloons.
Sure.
But that's where that came from. In the same way, the Ninus, the dog race, like wolves and tribal and packs and whatever, that's more of from my Scandinavian side or Nordic side, you know, of like Vikings and stuff. So that's what those two races really represent. But if it does the thing of bringing furries in, like the furry community and audience in to read my comic book, then that's just kind of the bonus of it, right?
Well, I do have a question for you. You say you have Scottish half. Is it Gael Scot or is it Nordic Scot?
That's a good question, because, well, I mean, so we were one of the, is it 7 or 9 clans of Fleming during the whatever's from, you know, the Flemish people, like whatever origin of the came from the Flemish, which I believe is so that's actually a good question that I'm not really sure about. One of our family's members did the whole deep dive into our history, but we don't have our full family heritage, because the place in Scotland where our family records were held was burned down in the 1700s. So our family records only go back as far as the 1700s. So we don't even know which clan of Fleming we came from.
Well, if you're a real Fleming, then you're of the Aryan stock, not the Gael stock.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So what that means is everything in you is Aryan.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Because one thing I think a lot of people, of course, these days, if you're white, you're told you don't have culture anyway. So fair enough. But reality is there was like some. We have cataclysms all the time, right? But there was a pretty bad one some time back, and it's kind of separated things. And the Gaels have been in their European influence, their area there for a very, very long time. But for some reason, the Aryan groups, which today we call Germanic or Nordics, right? They were over in Mongolia, of all places, in the Altai Mountain region. Somehow, we don't really know how that migration happened. But nevertheless, they were over there, and when things started melting and we got out of an ice age and the people started moving, they moved west. And the rest is history. But the point being is the Aryan types, which covers all those kind of Germanic types, they are coming, you know, where they were before we can speculate, because the Caucasian, meaning the white Caucasian, bloodlines are coming out of America, actually. originally. The oldest white people we find are in America. So somehow they got from there to Mongolia during that cataclysmic age, and they eventually came west, and they founded a lot of empires in the Middle East, and of course the Germanic ones, etc., etc. But the Gaels have been in Europe way longer, right? So therefore, there is a separation of thousands of years, right? And that's why, even though they're all white, because they're coming from the same root, the Gaels and the Aryans are different.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great.
So, sorry, anthropology. I know everyone's like fuming. How dare he speak about that shit again? God.
Anthropology.
God.
I'm almost afraid of him finding out what my family is.
Oh, well, I could tell you everything you want to know.
No.
I mean, I literally give lectures on haplogroup migrations. Literally. So.
No.
I do, yeah.
Is that what you were doing on tour? Or
Yeah. Nah, I talk about a couple other things too, but mainly I'm brought in for my anthrogenetic aspect of what I do. So I'm an actual geneticist. Go figure. Yeah. I don't create things in laboratories, though. I feel like I'm missing out.
I find it bad.
Yeah. It
So
was
you
kind
need
of.
the beaker and the laptop?
Yeah, no, I do, right? I never wear them, though. But it's kind of funny because over here, there is a scientific laboratory in this, in the city over the hill here. And they are basically ichthyologists, right? Fish scientists. And, that's a big deal here in Japan. And when they have to go to other countries and share their knowledge or build up business or whatever it is, they always send them to me, and I freshen up their English so that it's nice and tight, right? And I have it's always funny when I'm talking to them because one of the first questions I'll ask them to give them a chance to speak English and let me kind of gauge where their level is okay, what do you do? Right? And several of them are geneticists, right? I mean, that's what they do. They're altering fish to make them bigger, meatier, tastier, right? That's their whole job. And of course, I understand, even though I'm not an ichthyologist, I understand the process because, well, I understand the process. So it always kind of freaks them out. They're like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, English teaching is my side job."
I do this for the loves.
For the lols, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. But yeah, no, creating a rich cosmology, I think, is always a good idea.
Oh, it's honestly one of the best times I have creating a story is, creating all this history behind, because then I know what I'm talking about when I'm trying to write a story. Like, how would these characters respond? Like, why would they do this? Where do they come from? What's their history? So kind of laying that groundwork.
Bible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody should do that.
I've kind of thought about doing that because I actually have, a scripture base and a lot of documentation that I have on all the races and whatever. I just thought, like, oh, that would be fun to actually release, almost like a Silmarillion type thing.
Sure.
Maybe not as convoluted and a little bit more, thought out, or not thought out, because I mean that's not, because I'm talking like I dislike it. I do. I very much enjoy it.
But you have to understand, the Silmarillion, it was Tolkien's Bible.
Yes,
that's what it was. And his son was like, "Oh, we got more money to be made here," and he took his father's basically reference notes and cobbled them together and added his own stuff to make it into a book. That's what what the Silmarillion is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I'm glad I have it.
I just didn't want to sound like I was bashing on it, because it's not like I dislike it or something but like something like, because I could do something similar, right, with all the history, and because I even have timelines, right? I even have events that happened on this space, and actually, if you looked at the map on the page.
I tried to, but it was so little. I wanted to find it. I went and looked for another map, but I couldn't find it.
Oh, shoot. Okay, well, why don't I pull up a map then?
You could do that.
Does that sound fun, Chester? Do you want me to pull up the map?
That would be good. I like maps. It's the only art I could do.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, I create
Let's see. Where's the most recent map? I believe it's this one. Good enough. Good enough for now. Good enough for what I'm going to show. So, are you seeing this, Jester?
I am seeing it. Now
Okay,
everybody else is seeing it.
So this big desert down here, the Cartarian Desert. So that was not a desert initially. There was no desert there. Because of the Great War that happened 2,000 years ago, the Great Calamity, that is a scar of the war.
But
It
you
used to
gotta
be
have
all
those.
green.
Yeah.
What's that?
You always got to have those.
Yeah, and it's it's environmental storytelling, right? So at one point this was all green, but a huge catastrophic event happened to end the war that permanently scarred that and turned it into a desert, and now that's what it is forever, and nobody lives out there. But there is this one little town right here that this is kind of where the story kicks off, where they meet the death cult is this little town in the middle of the desert. And so it was kind of a perfect basis where them going to this abandoned town where nobody lives in and uncovering a base of sorts. But yeah, so that's what I was doing. And also, if I mark on the map here, the story starts right here on this little circle, and then the characters travel through here and go here. But then, currently in the story, we are over here in this major point of Lake Light. Except the characters traveled all the way this way. So instead of basically the story beats happen here, here, here. Oh, and also there.
Oh, easy.
So these are all the major events throughout volumes 1 through 3, and actually volume 3 is here. So volume 3 takes place. Let me do that again. Volume 3 takes place in this small block right here. Volume 3. So in that short span, which is pretty wide, but
well, they move around quite a bit.
Well, and so here's the other thing. Because they move around so much in the story, I have a calendar and dates which all of this takes place on. So every single one of these hexagons on the map is 24 hours of travel.
Oh, okay. Right. That's a big ass map.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. It's not 24 hours of travel. It's 24 miles. I think that's what it is. It's 24 miles. So I have to calculate how many days it would take them, and my script that I actually have
1 day of travel
for doing it is, what's that?
1 day of travel. Yeah.
Yeah. So my script actually has the dates on which they are landing on each of these points. So so that way I can always keep in track. Okay, whose birthday is coming up? What does the weather look like? Do I have to change the weather in the story? All these things that I have to keep in mind, just so that I'm not losing track of my own story, and then I have continuity issues, and then I have to go back and fix it later. Right?
Sure. You are a nerd.
So
it's good.
so much so it's
wonderful. I love it because it's like building is what makes it all fun.
Do you know what tar means?
Tar?
Yeah, Tarius.
Oh, right here, Tarius.
Do you know what it means? Do you know the etymology of this word?
Oh no, tell me. I did not name it that under any etymology. Why don't you?
Well, it's an interesting choice because, of course, we use the word tar today to mean some manner of bitumen or petroleum product, right?
Sure.
But actually, it's an ancient word which means tree or wood, often used in the meaning like hard like wood.
Okay.
How did it come to me?
Hardwood.
I knew Eric would like that. Yeah.
You know how
Yeah.
pink means hard? The sticky stuff?
Well, I'm sure it's being applied to the sap because we humans use many types of saps for many different things, right? It's quite a useful product. So it is probably that's why the relation came up. But mainly it was often used interchangeably to mean either tree or just wood, particularly the hardness of wood, like a hardwood, right? But it's interesting that you have this city in the middle of a desert.
Yeah. Well, actually, and then over here, there's another Tar named town, of Tarin, which is actually our hero's hometown. Which I'm kind of glad that you're telling me this because it means I made a correct choice in doing this. Because the main imagery that I use a lot throughout the story is forest. If they're talking about if something good is happening or if there's a major event happening, I use a forest. If say they see their parents in a dream, like they're dreaming and they see their parents in the dream, they're standing in a forest. The heaven is referred to as the forest. When an evil event is happening, I make a dark forest, and the villain will have his own. So there's a lot of tree imagery in the story. So it actually is kind of interesting to think in that way, that the hometown that the main characters come from is Tarin, which would be kind of also forest themed, right?
Oh yeah, no.
Tree Town.
Yeah. This is more of an honorific using of a place, whereas ES would be more common. So it's just the place of trees with Tarius and the honored place of trees, Torin.
Cool.
Yeah. Do you know there are 367 words in the English language that end in rin?
Cool.
Are they related in their etymology in some way, or is it?
Of course, they're all talking about honored something or another, like Florin or various things like that. The honored town of, plants or whatever. But it's an honorific. Oh, I got my music back.
Uh-oh.
I got my Final Fantasy back.
Dude, it's haunting you because you said honored. Like something's listening.
No, it's Amaran. He's watching his Final Fantasy again.
Oh, you can hear that? Oh,
Yep.
fuck.
we had a whole debacle.
I even turned it down. Is it like full volume?
It was. Now it's fine.
It was.
I saw you had a Darino.
Oh, Darino, yeah.
Darino. Yeah, that means a place of giving.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, see, I most of these names are built out of my own personal. They're actually like little Easter eggs of nerd culture that I like. So it is kind of cool to hear you deconstruct the names that I've given, even though I kind of made them out of like haha, that's a funny thing that I'll put into the book that nobody will understand except for me, and then you're kind of giving them these actual like honorifics and stuff that I can kind of put to, because here's the ironic part. Darino, the town that Thunder goes to do his mercenary work, is the home of what is called the West Darino Trading Company, which is a huge part of the story because it's run by one of the other characters' cousins. But she's kind of a shadow figure in the world. They don't really know what her origins were or where she came from, so she's a little shady. But she basically has a shipping company, but they don't know what she's shipping. But she's the best shipping company in all. So the town of Giving is kind of funny for it to be the West Darino Trading Company.
Well, there you go. You got the Plains of Mary there. It's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and then Chill Point, Clonius Plains.
Your desert means the desert of learning.
Wow.
The land that teaches you. Desert.
Very cool. How about the mountain?
That's awesome.
That is also a place that teaches. Knowledge Mountain.
Very cool. That is this is a volcano, a dormant volcano, and that's where the whole landmass came from. So basically, all the little surrounding islands are all mini volcanoes, but this volcano is quite big. If each of these is 24 miles, each hexagon is 24 miles. It's quite a big volcano. So in the story, there's many places in the story when they're traveling where you can just see this looming ominous volcano off in the distance, or even right next to them, and it's basically covered in favelas and shacks, and there are people who live inside of the mountain. And actually, that's where the Xerxurians went, the demon-born race. That's where they went to hide after they were first a young race and firstborn, because it was the only place that wasn't occupied. So they went there to hide and live peacefully until they could actually integrate themselves into culture where they wouldn't be harmed anymore.
Well, that's a kind of important thing.
Yeah.
I saw a Keever Woods over here. Keever means an attractive thing.
That makes sense, because this is where
woodlands.
Yeah, this is where a lot of the elders came from, the elven race. A lot of them are from this region.
Very good.
And then so in volume 3 we're in the Nanans, West Nanan and East Nanan. And the reason why they're split in half is because a civil war basically split them apart. So the town, I kind of basically said, like, this one's Maryland and this one's Baltimore and this one's Detroit. That's basically the way that I describe these two areas.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Burned out, bombed out.
Yeah, they're not great. They're filled with lots of gang activity, and it used to be the most important shipping, because so each of these dark lines is a river. So basically they had a port line from the sea to the lake, and you could basically come across and do trading there. But because of the Civil War, it's basically just this burned out industry where they can't do a whole lot of trading anymore, because the Civil War just ruined all that industry. And then it split into two places, east and west.
There you go. Let's see. You have Averlis is the peaceful estate forest.
Also makes sense. Some pretty nice places over there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
used
well,
to
before I do my comic, like finalize my story, I'm just going to come to you and ask you what things mean, so I get them right.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
A fancy word for da-da-da.
That might be useful. Yeah, it is something. It is something that I do.
Yeah, and we did very well. All over the world doing it. That is extremely cool. That is very cool.
Yeah, Venus, the place of desire.
Yeah, those are kind. That's kind of, that one was on purpose, because it's ironic, because it's a destroyed, burned out place.
Although the ancient use of the word Venu means to be split, or cut, or cleaved.
Cool.
Yeah.
How neat.
You also have Lucinia it just means place of light.
Mm-hmm.
1,000 lands over here.
Which one?
Midland.
Yeah. Okay. So this one, the Court Isles over here. This is my United Kingdom. This is where all the Lotharians came from. So there's the Scottish culture, and that's what this little island is. It's more in that direction, which is kind of fun because that's where in volume 5, that's where they're going next. Is they're going over to the court aisles.
Oh, I see.
So actually, yeah, no, volume 5. That's correct. Because I'm working on volume 4 right now, and volume 4 is basically taking entirely in Lake Light. And so after volume 4, they're gonna make a trip over to Millens and go there, and then they're probably gonna make their way back this way for reasons that I will not spoil.
Yep, you got the
the
Weiss Kingdom or White Kingdom. You have the that's kind of interesting. You have that with Lied would comes from Lushik meanings full. Crowland means land of crows. It's pretty simple.
I always get a kick out of this one, the Dawkins Sea, because the Dawkins. I had a friends in college who were a married couple, the Dawkins, and they were who I played Dungeons and Dragons with. So I had to give them a little nod and named a sea after them. So that's that's what that's from. Yeah, because I don't know if you remember or knew, because I've probably talked about it a couple times, but this is based off of a lot of Dungeons and Dragons lore it's because the basis of the story, like the bones of the story, is based off of a Dungeons and Dragons campaign that I wrote for a bunch of new players. So I didn't want the story to just go away. So I took elements of it and made this story, which was a more grander story. And then the main character, and then the characters throughout the story, like the main character, Thunder and Rain and Silver, Odd, Zealotty, Shadow, all characters that I've either NPC'd or played myself or my own player characters, which is great for me because it's really easy to write them because I played them. Like I actually played them for years at a time. So it just gave me tons of inspiration and plenty of, oh, this is how this character would react in this situation, and this is how, that kind of a thing. I didn't want those things to go to waste. And the best part about being an artist and playing Dungeons and Dragons, it's basically free inspiration to make more art, but I also don't have to let it go. I can keep it, and that's what I did with this story. Is I wanted to keep all those things that I work so hard on.
And this is what role-playing games are supposed to do. They're supposed to spark that creativity. The players and the DMs alike, and people who write the modules. We don't want to lose that ability for players to actually go out and go, I'm going to create this adventure. And I think it's so sad that we see that now in D&D, where it's being turned into some corporate DM is creating all of the things, and no one can create their own worlds or their own races anymore. And we need this so bad. So this is actually a perfect example of the potential and the promise of role-playing games to spark and inspire creativity and storytelling. I think it's wonderful. I love what you said about it being one of your first modules that you wrote, and now here it is, and it's a story, and it's wonderful.
Thank you. Yeah, it's honestly just been so fun. I mean, the reason why I'm able to pump out so many pages and do it is because I love it, right? It's something that's very close to me, very near and dear to me. Otherwise, I would have been burned out a long time ago.
Have you been creating like new NPCs and characters that you need for the story as you go along, or do you feel like most of your adventures are being populated by characters from the original adventures? Or?
That is actually a great question because yes, the last D&D campaign that I just finished up, those characters are now appearing in Volume 4.
Oh, nice. I read these stuff, I'm going to go get some coffee and let Jeff take over, and you guys keep asking questions and talking. Although I notice over here Sheldon is miffed because I didn't answer his question. What's his question here? What's an etymological, please? Get it together, buddy. What's an etymological word that means boobs? Well, I don't know. Let's just do it simple and go with the Latin, and we could say pectus femina. Happy now?
Yeah, that doesn't sound as much fun.
It wasn't as exciting as I thought
He
it was. Hoping.
asked for it.
Nerd.
But
Well, Sheldon did say an Egyptologist would have answered his question, so.
Oh, brutal.
I did.
Oh, he already left.
but yes, to answer your question, the answer is yes. I do continue to be inspired by Dungeons and Dragons and the games that I play currently, because if I need to fill in little gaps in the story, because I have the story written out as an outline, like not everything is scripted out all the way to the end, but I do know how the story ends, and I do know all the major story points that I want to go to. But if I need a little bit of a gap to fill, and I just so happen to have a character that I've played in a library that I haven't used yet, then it's like, oh, well, maybe this will be a good part for that character to play.
Cool. You've already got a lot of
awesome.
When I'm doing like creative projects or something like that, or like
Yep.
doing a game, I write a script and then I say I cast the role, but that's like the role in the game, and that means to create a character to fill that role, not like a person to play the character. So it sounds like you've got like a cast of characters at your disposal. So you're like, oh, we need someone to come in here and do this job, and so you're like, oh, I've already got her. She can come in and do this, or him. It's me. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah. And obviously, not every character in the story was created through Dungeons and Dragons. A lot of them had to be created through, the regular means of, oh well, I have this part of the story, and however, characters like C, who show up in the story, actually she shows up right in Volume 1, and then she plays another important role in Volume 3. She was such a popular character that people liked her so much that I just made the decision of taking points of the story that I would have given to a different character and made her a more important role in that. Which isn't something that I would normally do. Because of the story is already written and I already have a place to go and a goal to make, I don't let my audience dictate what happens in the story. I think it's a terrible choice when artists allow their audience to dictate the story. But if I find that they like a character more so, then I'll make it a point to make that character play a more important role for the rest of the story, right?
Right.
Well, no, Herman's been through this too, where I love that latest. Who was it that gave you the review where the only complaint they had was that it was not a 12-book series? Who was that?
I think that was you.
No, it wasn't me. You guys know. You have a review, and they are complaining that their only complaint is that it wasn't a 12-book series. I'm stupid as Herman. It was not me.
I didn't see that. Was it a video?
No, it's it was written. I'm gonna have to go find it. I thought you saw it.
Why specifically 12 books?
Oh. They want more. They want more because Revenant in the Tomb. It's like they're like, make more.
Yeah, but yeah, if you could find that and shoot that to me in a DM, I'd like to see that.
Okay, I'm gonna try to find it because I thought you saw it. Holy cow! I'll go see if I can.
No,
find
I
it.
did not see it.
Wow. Yeah, that's your only complaint in life. It's not enough. I want more.
So okay, getting back to Solarion Sun. So this is volume 3?
Correct.
Yes.
Volumes 1 through 3?
Volumes 1 through 3.
And they're available at SolarianSun.com?
They are not available on SolarianSun.com. As of right now, they are only available through the Kickstarter. So I highly recommend backing Kickstarter.
Well, which is it? Where's the one where you can go see the issues for like a subscription?
That's Patreon.
Patreon, okay.
Yeah. Patreon.com/AFLM.
Which I will post at the end of the show.
Yay.
Very cool.
Is there any other leading questions I can ask you?
I don't know.
Ask you
what kind of leading questions would you like to know about?
I don't know.
Here again, it's almost the light is kind of making it.
There's a reason why I'm quiet while I do the co-hosting thing, because if I was the host, I would be the host. If I was good at being a host, I'd be the host.
You do just fine.
You're just
So
Chester. Don't worry about it.
Are you thinking of doing a crossover with Eric's stuff?
That would be awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
That would
back,
be-
and I
that'd
have
be
to
so
say,
cool.
Sheldon is having seizures over here. He said, "Sorry, entomological." That would be of insects. Entomology. I am talking about etymology. Okay. I told him, Andrew.
You did, and then he asked which characters have the biggest pectus dominus.
Okay, that's funny. He gets 10 points.
Does he mean of the feminine persuasion or of the masculine?
Yeah, he would want to put femina in there, but I get the joke. That's funny. Did I? As an aside, Andrew, I noticed you had crow lands in there. And
Yes.
Of course, it's just people just mean it to mean crow modern day. But do you know that in Scotland, seeing as you have Scottish in you, it's actually a word. It's a measurement word. Back in the day, if you manslaughtered somebody,
Wow.
they would measure the compensation you had to pay to the family based, of course, on the family status. But this was called crow.
Interesting.
Payment of manslaughter, crow.
Is that why it's a murder of crows?
No, that's because they hang around battlefields. But I like your thinking.
Cool.
That is actually incredibly fascinating.
What?
that the murder or the measurement of manslaughter.
Yeah, it's the amount of money you pay depending on the status of the family member injured.
That's something.
Yeah.
So
Something. See, I'm full of useless shit.
You're doing good.
You know, the funny thing is, of course, as I've told you guys before, I'm a philologist.
That's right.
But all of my
Not a
work
philologist.
and my attention I get is for anthrogenetics. Weird, huh?
I think it's cool.
Weird.
It's cool.
Well, that's not usually the words I get. Girls don't usually use that word.
What, cool?
Just because they don't know any better.
Because I'm a
Better
philologist. I learned pretty early on when I was in college so long ago that not to lead with the fact that I'm a philologist.
What do you lead with? Oh, that you're a saxophonist.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah, that's right.
It doesn't go over well at dinner parties, let's just say that. But nevertheless, okay, well, we learned a lot more about Solarion Sun today. That's good, as we should, really, because I often forget, Rosa.
Do I put Andrew on the poll?
Of course not.
No, I don't even have a finished piece to offer today. I'm just, but I am drawing Solarion Sun stuff, just not for.
Well, I'm going to go through here and take a look. We still have ourselves, 20 minutes? Yeah, 20 minutes.
Holy
but
crud,
looking at it now, Amron went away for food. What did you get, Amron?
Fish tacos.
Fish tacos. From Taco Bell?
Nah, homemade.
Oh, homemade. Oh, fancy. Fish taco. Fish
That was
tacos
like a
aren't bad.
kit.
I do like the braised pork tacos. Those are good. I like those. But I love this picture. This picture is awesome. You see what he's done, Andrew?
No, I'm kind of abstaining from looking because I want to be surprised.
Oh, yeah, that's badass. Of course, I'm not. You shouldn't be surprised that Armor did something badass. But this is different because he usually does like alluring, and this has got that in it, of course. But it's more cute allure.
Oh.
He's been affected by Amy.
Uh-oh.
No.
Been influenced.
It looks good though.
That's awesome. Can't wait to see it.
Oh no, yeah. I won't give any details, but the people watching, of course, can see. But it looks good. Amy is doing Amy. She's just doing Amy.
Yep.
And she has decided to do many characters here. It's interesting. What's this? What are you doing here, Amy? What's the point?
Me?
Yeah, you are Amy.
Yeah, that is true.
Can't hear you. You're too soft.
Gabriel, actually.
You're too soft, Amy. You got to speak in the mic.
Okay. Let's see. Is it 3 little characters and she's got a glove on one hand and she's drawing?
No, I'm talking to
three
Amy. Oh, that's Andrew. Sorry.
Okay.
They had an A. I was confused. Andrew was doing many. I'll go over to Amy. I was being confused. Oh, this is wow. Well, now this is shocking to me because Amy is doing not cute.
They've switched bodies.
They have. What did you do, Amaran?
Yeah.
That secret voice.
Because I did that character last time we did Solarion Sun.
Oh, fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. She's a neat character. I was looking at all their designs and she's just, I don't know, she's fun. She's got a big fluffy collar. She's got cool hair. She's just a
Oh, are you doing C again?
She's got a pipe.
Yeah, C is that. That's who I was talking about. Is that she was that popular character that everybody really liked, and so I stuck with her.
I think, yeah, the job that she has of being able to move stuff around, she's a character who could show up and be referenced in a lot of different places because she travels a bunch. So it would make sense that she'd show up in other places. Kind of handy to have a character who's mobile like that.
Yeah, that's interesting, Sheldon. It does kind of have a little bit of a Johan vibe, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Looks good, though. Looks good. All right, so we got that character. We got Eric. What is he doing? Oh, he's doing his poster stuff. So, I like that. Do that one, Eric. Do that one. That's the right one.
That one? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No. You had the right one.
I'm working on something. You'll like it. Just hold on.
He's so impatient.
I know. I like it, though.
What was
I
I
like
doing?
it. He went full on with the ears, too. Nice. And they're furry ears. Nice. I like the armor as well. The armor's really good, Eric.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you have a correct perspective. You did good job.
The perspective's a little off.
I like it, actually. I think it works just fine.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know what I'm talking about, so fair enough.
You're allowed to like what you like.
I do like what I like. And, of course, Gabby, which I've been watching come together, and now it's getting color. I'm not going to ask what any of this means because I don't know. But it looks good.
Thanks.
This like maybe they're searching for treasure and they get lost.
They're going on an adventure.
Oh, that's what it means.
Yay.
I thought it meant distraction.
That too.
No, fair enough. So you got like a color reference there next to you, or is that like an ink pad?
Yeah. So I with these alcohol markers, they have little swatch cards that come with them so that you can correctly match the swatches, because the thing about these particular markers is that the caps don't match the actual color of the ink. So it's a little frustrating.
You got some oh-hoo-hoos, don't you?
Yeah, those oh-hoo-hoos.
Yeah. I love them, but yeah, the caps don't actually match.
How do you fix that?
You use color swaths.
Use a color
swatches.
swatch.
Yep.
Yeah. Fair enough. Looks
Write
good though.
down and make it
Thank you.
Let's see here.
They also
Kima
plus
is
the
doing
same
like a racially correct, a PR correct elf, or I think maybe it's a Solarion. Yeah, it's a Solarion. Good job, Kima.
Racially correct, though.
Yeah. Well, it's what I would expect out of a Canadian, to be honest with you. Oh, now she's drawn. What is this? It seems like a hand, and then there was I think it was a middle finger. Oh, yeah.
don't know what you're talking about.
Had to get one of those in, didn't you? Perfect.
Yep.
Yep. Looks great though, Kima. I love the shine. You got that ballerina neck going on too. Nice. A lot of piercing. Looks painful.
No.
I got 2 piercings myself. I know, shocking.
Shocking.
Really, I am surprised.
Yeah. Same ear. The correct ear.
You're
Correct.
so against tattoos.
I would, yeah. I have thought about it a couple times, but I just backed out of it. I'm just not a tattoo fan. I mean, you can do whatever you want, of course, but yeah, it's just not my thing. It's not my thing. But these days, especially, because I've seen tattoos on people that look good. I've seen tattoos on girls that look okay. But there's a certain type of tattoo a woman should get, and another type that she shouldn't get. And it seems like the ones these days are getting the ones they shouldn't get.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, like full sleeves, neck tats, face tats, full back tats, breast tats. Are we really? Come on now.
I have absolutely face tattoos I don't like, but all the others are fine.
Yeah, no, it depends on the person. It's just my taste, really. Yeah. Mr.
Tasteful person when it comes to. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Jason.
Oh, I was just saying I'm not particularly a fan of tattoos myself necessarily. I don't know. It's something. There's something off about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan either, but I'm not going to judge. People can do whatever they want to do, But the whole neck and face tattoo thing, I mean, it's a bit much, dude. I mean, I don't know what you're thinking. I mean, having a tattoo that you can cover for depending on what you're doing, I think is important.
Yeah.
Right.
Most of mine are like that. They're you can't see them because I do work in an office, so I kind of keep it that way.
Sure. No, I have friends with tattoos, but they can be covered in when they're needed to be covered. Yeah. Now, Jason, I don't know if anyone's going to be surprised by this, but this is absolutely killer. You usually do just black and white, but you went and put some bronze in there. That's nice, dude.
Yes, I did. And here's the pencil right here. It's
Bronze
charcoal
pencil.
Yeah, it's just a charcoal pencil that I had in my set.
That looks good,
Cool,
dude.
right?
Yeah,
Here's
it's that bronzed character, that male character with the fur collar.
Now his eyes are Prismacolor. That's the only Prismacolor part about it. The rest is charcoal,
Yeah, oh, interesting. It looks
including
good,
his
though.
skin tone.
You're gonna like this one, Andrew.
Yeah. I bet I am.
It's badass, dude. Yeah, it is. All right, but I'm not going to give you any hints, though. No hints for you, sir. Let's see.
Sounds good.
We got Rabbit. I mean, come on, Rabbit. Now, would you call this like a watercolor, Rabbit?
I would call it a sketch.
Okay.
Because I'm in a bit. I can't do too much at once because I'm still got my pain in my neck. So
fair.
I'm just doing sketching. That's why it's a small resolution. I'll probably finish it because I did finish Eric's Christmas thing eventually.
I'm calling it sketching.
Oh, that's
that's
nice.
painting.
So I'm trying to start finishing things.
Well, it's interesting how the light is being applied. It's almost as if the light is coming from some unseen tree. It's coming through the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was right. I'm learning, Eric.
I mean, I'm trying to experiment more with getting things a bit better in the way they look.
Yeah, no, it definitely looks to me like there's a tree between her and the sun. I can't see the tree, but I can see the light cutting through the tree and touching on her. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, very neat.
Thanks.
Let's see here. I got Ellen as well, and of course there's a couple others I'm going to have to look at later. Melissa's not sharing. Hi, Melissa. You're not sharing, by the way.
What?
Aw.
Oh, let me check and see what's going on here.
Now,
Oh,
Alan
that's
is
the
doing
problem.
some kind of I would say that this is the foot's leader.
Shredder.
Shredder, yeah.
It's
definitely Shredder. Shredder has entered your world, Andrew.
Oh boy.
More like
Shit
Shiver.
is going to hit the fan. because we know he don't play.
He play for keeps.
Let's see here. Amron has just decided to share actual furries in costumes. How many hours a day do you think they spend in these costumes?
Must be sweating as crap in there.
Dude, it's got to be brutally hot inside that thing. I mean, it's a full-on fursuit with a big old animal head on it. I mean, jeez.
Apparently, some of them have air conditioning in them.
Oh,
they have
do
like
they?
little fan.
Oh, well, all right.
The expensive one.
Getting luxury, baby.
I guess you can't deny the creativity. I mean,
Actually, in the summer here, when you're driving around, you see any worker anywhere. Of course, here in Japan, they wear uniforms for work, even if they're like a construction worker or what have you. They tend to have uniforms for every company. But recently, I've noticed the past couple of years that they've been giving out it's the correct color for the uniform and it's a correct jacket, but it's one of those air-conditioned ones, and they're all puffy. It's funny.
Oh wow.
But I'm sure they're loving it. So. Oh, well, this is here.
So worth the investment.
Okay, I think she's going for a running animation. Oh, that's rough, Melissa.
Yeah.
That's hard to do. That's a lot of work. No, she's going for a full body run. That's a lot
amazing.
of work.
That's amazing. Keep it up though.
Thank you. It's looking good.
Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, it's working pretty well. But that's not a 2-hour job, Melissa. That's like a that's like a 1 week job probably.
Yeah, I think it is. Well, I'm not gonna get any big. I thank you for this for you right now. I understand you're gonna pick someone else with a better thing for it, but at least I tried and I'm doing something hard and I'll get out as a better artist. It's always that. So sorry guys.
No, sorry. I think it's good. It's very ambitious. I think it's cool. But I'm just saying that I know that's a lot of work. Full body animation like that? Yeah, that's not a quick thing. Yeah. Although I guess if you were rendering in one of these softwares, you could do it pretty quickly, huh? But that wouldn't be your creation, would it? That's fair.
No, well, if you rig the animation, like there are certain pieces of software where you can like create a model and then like render it and use the bone rigging for that.
Right.
And then just swap out the parts so you could redesign the character and then use different animations. So
Yeah,
that
you can.
would
Yeah.
work.
I have something like that. I should try that if I ever want to get this ambitious next time.
Yeah. Well, I can't do the art bit of it there, Amy. But what I have practiced is taking a skin. And working it out in Blender and then applying it to Unity and then running around with it. I have tried that.
That's
wow.
How's that been working for you?
There, man.
Well, pretty well. It's just learning how to use the program, really.
Sure.
It wasn't my skin. I didn't create it. Someone else did, but it was like for free on some skin site. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
But it was an orc.
I mean,
nice.
Oh, cool. So you got an orc for your game.
Well, the game. I don't know. I'll call it a game. There is a tavern and a surrounding forest and a road that goes to a bridge to nowhere.
That's the start.
And in the tavern, there is an orc. There is a halfling barmaid who actually owns the place in my illusions.
Good job. Good job.
And I have a donkey who has his own little animations. His tail swings back and forth, and he moves his head every now and then. It's pretty good.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I added something somewhat recently. A duck.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, you need a duck.
I put a duck in. Yeah. Gotta have a duck.
Cool.
But someone
Now,
had
is the
made a
duck in the
duck.
bar, or is he at the pond?
Oh, what did he say?
Is the duck in the bar, or is he at the bridge, or the
No,
pond,
he's walking around giving the donkey a hard time.
Oh, little donkey.
Yeah. But actually, I didn't do much with that one. I found that completely rendered and done, and I just took it and dropped it in. You guys all know how to use Blender and Unity and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure. So.
Not me.
No.
Well, it's not hard. I'm just trying to teach myself to do it. Yeah, it's not that hard. If I can do it, I mean, geez.
And it's all free.
It is free. Yeah.
That
Now,
part, yeah.
there are a lot of places you can pay for things, though.
Oh, sure.
Sure.
People
Matter of
take your
fact, we
money
had a
back
trailer
and
for a big MMO come out recently from Turkey called Kinfall, and everything in it was bought asset. Everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. If they work out the gameplay and have a fun story, I don't really know that I care. But it is
You know what?
worrying.
That makes a good point.
Yeah, those are called asset flips.
Yeah.
That's what in the industry we call asset flips.
I mean, the whole trailer cost them a couple grand of
Wow.
assets, right? I don't pay for it though. I just get free stuff. Although I've noticed with the AI that's going on, because initially people were, with you guys, with artists, are worried because you could create AI art, and it's still got a ways to go, but it will get there eventually. But actually, AI has spread its wings, dude, into everything. And I've seen some of these skin assets for Blender being AI rendered now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Well, you can actually go into Chat GPT and ask it to do such things, and it will.
Yep.
And it just gives you code, and you drop the code in Blender, and boom, there it is.
That's funny. I wonder what kind of, is it exporting just the textures, or is it giving you a model too, or?
No, I don't really know, but it's a lot of code. I know that. But it does everything. You just drop it in, and boom, it renders out a complete skin. And then you could take the skin and drop it on Unity or Unreal, I guess, too. But I haven't really got into that. But drop it on Unity, you just drop it on a frame, right?
Interesting.
But my point is, it's easy enough that I can learn it. But now with the AI, I think it's going to just get anybody can make a game now.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it could be.
More accessible.
You're going to get a lot of not
make
good
it
stuff,
easier.
but you may
You get that
occasionally
anyway.
That's true, but you may occasionally get some really cool things, right?
I think more people could find out, develop that skill with stuff.
Well, you guys are way ahead of me. You guys are using Python mainly, right?
Oh, to go, but yeah.
Yeah, I actually played around with that a little bit too. That's easier well, it's not easier. That's easier to do just still imagery. If you want to do motion and various things like that, it's not easy.
No, it's certain point. Some things are just kind of tricky no matter what you use, but some at least don't. Let's say they conserve your energy a little more. You're gonna fight, but at least this is not having to fight so much for everything, and that's worthwhile.
Well, I was working on a little Python game with just still imagery, right? Of a little goblin, and he accidentally walked into a portal chasing a tasty rat, as you do. And he found himself on the other side of the continent. So he's trying to walk home, get home, but he's a goblin. Yeah. So he's got to stay out of everyone's view and try to survive. He's just trying to get from point A to point B, but that's way easier said than done.
Hey, look, free XP. No.
Well, I'm just saying that was my idea for creating a little Python game.
That's funny. Oh, so let's help this little guy get back home, okay?
Well, I mean, I didn't finish it, but the idea, I was just kind of trying to learn Python. I just thought that would be cute and fun.
Yeah. Python is one of the easier languages to learn.
It is. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I could do it. It's just about having the time to invest in it. But I do know that because I wasn't able to learn how to make, like a motion graphics. You can, but I haven't learned that yet. But it's fun. I mean, if you guys have time, it's a fun thing to do. I wish I had more time because I'd actually spend time doing it. Perfect timing.
Wow, that time already?
You're
Holy
always
cow.
a professional, Jeff. I appreciate you. Okay. Sheldon, I'm not too sure about, though. Okay. But there are a lot of good things to vote for here, guys. Thank you very much for hanging in with us. Hopefully you enjoyed. I know it's going to be a ton of people looking after the fact, and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
And it's nice to be back. And it's good that our first one back, Rosa, was to work on one of you guys' project. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, thanks for providing it for me. I'm glad to have the space with you guys.
Oh yeah, no. And Solarion Sun looks good too. Anyway, I'm gonna go through here and look at everything. And of course,
We
show
love you, man.
Love you, man.
We love you.
Oh,
I can't remember his name. What's that's the dude from Aliens, right? What's his name? What's his name?
Bill
Paxton.
Bill Paxton.
Yeah,
Bill Paxton. There you go.
Although that line, I think, came from a John Cryer movie.
Oh, my
I
hat.
love you too, man, but you must chill.
Bill. We lost Bill, didn't we?
It's over, man. Game over.
Yeah, that's Aliens. There you go. All right, let's take a look here, and you guys can go and vote, of course. And I have a couple I got to grab here out of the draw along, and hopefully you guys have been drawn along as usual. We'll take a look at that. But first things first, I'm going to look at Armorons, and Andrew's going to come with me, and he's going to take a look at them for the first time with fresh.
Amazing.
It's awesome. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, this is a little bit different than what he usually does, huh?
Yeah, this is wicked cute.
It's super cute. It's more. He controlled himself.
No, I just
Yeah.
I think it was
well,
the
the fun part is he did and he didn't at the same time, because Kindle here is a thorough A cup, and that is so
I see.
It may not be a big chested woman per se, but as far as like Almiron making an A cup into like a C, like then there is the breast expansion there. So yeah, so he still did his thing.
Yeah, but this
Good
is
job.
around the size I like, though. You know.
Yeah, this is super cute.
Yeah, I know I'm
She's
not
only
in the norm.
16, man.
Yeah, but I'm not really into the giant knockers, you know.
Yeah, I really like it though. It is a wonderful render of Kindle. It really is.
I'm sure all the ladies wanted to know that.
Probably not.
Well, I mean, I found in my life, Eric, that it's not just men that like breasts. Everyone does. Breasts are nice. Anyway, this is awesome. Thank you very much, Amron. I actually like this a lot. It's different for you,
I didn't
dude.
want to
and
go
it's
crazy.
cool.
I just didn't want to go crazy and just went simple.
I like
Yeah,
it, though.
dude, it's seriously it's awesome.
Beautiful.
I love it. I love it. It's super cute.
The body motion is really good. Yeah, it's great. I love the pose. It's really, really good. If you guys like what Armor has done, please vote for him to straw poll. This is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look at what Andrew was doing. He's the guest technically today.
Yep.
But what he's done is he's done some busts of his various characters. So let's go from top left, right, and down. So top left, which character is this?
This one.
Yeah.
This was Rain.
Rain and
then Thunder. Kindle. And so these three have already had stickers made of them.
Oh, nice.
So they're already printed. So now I was basically going through the sticker sheet and finishing it. So and then next we have Silver.
Okay.
Kristoff.
Okay. That's Shredder. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's the big bad. Then we have Zelody. And then we have Shadow. We have Odd. And Sister Ephron.
Sister Ephron. It's interesting you've given them such simple, kind of simple names.
Mm-hmm.
Like Fire and Kindle and Silver. They're so simple. Why did you choose to go that route instead of giving them something more elaborate?
Well, so the Solarions and the Lunaians don't have last names. They just have one name because the idea is you know who your family is. But they are named after nature, be it a place that's special to the parents or an event, a weather event that happened during their birth, like something significant that happened during their birth,
Like
which is
Savannah.
why. So Thunder and Rain were born during a massive storm.
Oh, I see. Mongolians do that, by the way.
Oh, okay. It's interesting. But yes, yeah, I do like the simplicity of the names, but it is, believe it or not, it's pretty hard whenever you make a new character like that to think of something in nature that I haven't used yet. You know,
Just
So-
Google nature words.
Yeah, I actually do. I did like name generators, like things in nature. I did exactly that, and I just got a list. Like
Google
one of the most recent characters. I'm gonna go off on a short tangent, but one of the most recent characters that I did, his name was Crew.
Hey,
But Crew isn't something in nature because that's his street name. His full name is Krumholtz, and there's a whole backstory of that because his mother hated him and like abandoned him on the street, and saw him as a burden. So she named him after this tree that hangs on its entire life by the rocks on a cliffside and basically holds strong. And so he shortened it to Crew. So that's
interesting.
I don't know. It's stuff like that. Like that's how I name characters and give them little origins to their names. But yes, I do use a simplicity of names when naming characters.
No, I mean, that's cool. Like I said, Mongolians did that. Chinggis Khan or Genghis Khan. Well, like I said, he's not actually Mongolian. He's Turkish. He's a Turk. But they did give him an honorary name. Most people don't know this, by the way. You guys should write this down. His nickname from the Mongolians was Vachir Nuran, which means great lightning, because on the night he was born, supposedly, mythologically, there was a great lightning storm, and it hit the tent, which, of course, he wasn't born in a tent, but it hit the tent he was born in, and everyone survived because of his mighty holy glow. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
He did it. He did it all by himself.
He did it all by himself. Yeah. But most people don't know this, by the way. The actual nickname for Genghis Khan was Vachir Nuran. So,
Wow.
There you go. Okay.
Very cool.
Let's go take a look at Amy's. Amy did this pipe smoking lady. Did a little bit of the Asian thing going on here.
That is C.
So why is she Chinese?
She is not Chinese. She actually, I mean, she does have an Asian flair to her aesthetic. Yes.
Yeah.
The aesthetic that I gave to this is the character that I was talking about who runs the West Arano Trading Company.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
And so for some reason I just gave the West Arano Trading Company an Asian-esque aesthetic.
Yeah.
So, not that she is Asian.
Is
I
she
mean,
sultry?
she's a Lunaian, but yeah. But yes, she is very much that.
Oh, nice. You're right, Sheldon. Genghis Khan was John Wayne. You are correct, sir.
Yeah.
Very nice. This looks great, though. And if you guys like what Amy has done, please vote for her in the straw poll. This is very different for Amy. It's very different.
Yeah.
She took a
Yeah,
risk.
it's super cool.
job.
I really like the coin in her hand. Like that's the coolest part. Believe it or not, like out of this whole thing, I do think the detail of the coin in her hand is the coolest part.
Avant-garde.
Yeah. Well,
Fun for
she's a
her.
trader. She's a trader, right? So I mean,
Correct.
makes sense. Looks good, Amy. Though I like it.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay, vote for the straw poll, guys. Let's keep moving along here. We got Eric. Now, Eric, let's see if he got it right or wrong. He was doing good. Okay. John Wayne, that's terrible. That's a terrible cowboy name, says Ellen. All right.
Aha,
Oh, no.
look at that.
Okay. Eric got it right. Good job by Eric. Yeah, no, I like it. I love the double border. Ooh, you're getting all fancy and geometric and stuff. Mm-hmm.
Man, that's pretty cool.
That is.
I like,
that is a poster, sir.
Yeah, well, it's cool too. The way that he drew Silver makes him a lot younger, which I like because there is kind of a backstory for Silver, and I like whether it's on purpose or not. This youthfulness that you gave him is pretty cool. I am very much enjoying it.
Cool. I stole a Thundercat pose.
That's what I thought. That's the modern Thundercats character.
I think it's
Oh,
on the
yeah.
DVD cover. Yeah.
Oh, neat.
So it was
Is it?
Lion-O. I was looking for
He cheated.
Lion-O with a sword because I want to do like a Thundercats pose. I was like, wait, I like this better because it kind of looks like
Yeah, it's Lino, the new version of Lino. Through and
Yeah,
through.
that's sick. Yeah, that's awesome. I love it.
Cool. Well, you know what you need to do, Eric, though, to complete it, because you went more sophisticated with the background, which I love, by the way. Don't change it, right? The standard kind of animation look you have for the character, you need to, like, in his face, like under his, like on his cheeks or on the hands, you need to add. I don't know how you guys do it, but like what Rabbit does, you add a little bit of that, not photorealism, but a little bit of it, a touch of it, to match that background.
Well, I tell you, the hardest part for me was not to over render it, because I'd like to put in a lot of spot blacks. I'd like to do cross hatching. I had to keep myself from doing any of that on this.
Right. Oh, wow.
No, it looks
awesome. Is it because I don't? Is that why?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I did want to put a lot of blacks in there. I just wanted mostly just line work.
That's wicked cool, man. I love it. It's so great.
Thanks.
Poetry's real clean too.
Cheater. That's good. That's good.
Get out of here. Get out.
Okay, sorry.
The chest.
Oh, all right. Yeah, no, it's awesome. If you guys like what Eric has done, please vote from the straw poll. I like it a lot. I think it's really cool. I love the background,
me
dude.
too.
It is so cool. Yeah, very, very nice. And I do have a question, Andrew. Is Zealotty indeed full of zeal?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
So, yeah.
Good to know. Let's go over here and take a look at Gabby's. And she is muted currently. However, I do love it. It's super cute. Gabby has been inspired by the spirit of Amy today.
That's right.
And she's going super cute.
That is so good. Oh my goodness.
Thank you. I'm
I don't
not
know how
quite happy with my alcohol marker skills yet. They don't work normally like I would like to color, but it's a process.
Well, you got to learn, right? Why are alcohol markers different? What's the difference?
Yeah.
They're a lot smoother.
Yeah, they're smoother. They blend better, so there's less streaking. And also, if I were to accidentally spill water, Lord forbid, they're technically waterproof because they only move with other alcohol-based markers.
Oh, that's interesting. At this year's CES, they actually had a notebook which only cost $30, and it's space aged, and you can hammer it, you can set it on fire, you can put it in the rain, and nothing runs. It stays perfect as you wrote it. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna buy one.
Cool. I've never thought of setting a notebook on fire.
Yeah, well, you never know.
But yeah, this is super cute and awesome. And so Gabrielle has another piece that she presented to me earlier, and actually it's currently in the campaign. So when we take a look at the campaign, I can show it to you again. But the comment that I gave to Gabrielle not too long ago is it's one of those situations where somebody can draw your characters better than you can, and it's charming, but also can be frustrating because it's like, man, how does she do it? How does she do better than I do of drawing my own characters? It's incredible.
They are super cute. They look really good. Sheldon said, "Don't spill alcohol on them," but we better not let Kima use the alcohol markers then.
Hey.
Oh, there. She woke up. Oh, hello.
No.
What are we drinking today, Kima?
My usual.
Bourbon?
What else would it be?
Gin, maybe.
Whiskey.
You could be honoring Rabbit and his country's horrible alcohol.
You would literally go through saying how good the beer was when you're
I know.
abroad.
I'm talking about particularly gin.
Oh God, I don't drink that shit.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Actually, of course, we Americans joke a lot, but British make a lot of cool shit. In reality.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not gin, though. Not gin.
I don't think anyone makes good gin.
It's horrible. But anyway, thank you very much. You guys like what Gabby's done? Vote for her on the straw poll, man. Let's move over here to Kima as we're talking to her. I like it.
Oh man,
Which character is this?
this is Jewel. So Jewel gets introduced in Volume 3.
Uh-huh.
I won't say. I honestly can't say anything about her because it's a major character plot point spoiler.
Uh-huh.
But she's pretty deadly. She's one of the best. She's one of the best killers on the entire continent. But that's not even scratching the surface of who she even is in the story. But this is unbelievable. That is a really amazing render of Jewel.
Yay.
She does have the brain rot haircut, though.
She's the brain rot haircut.
It's okay. He insults my character too.
Yeah.
Because they have pretty much
Well-
the same haircut.
Oh, yeah.
I love your.
That's fair.
Love it.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, it's not the full brain rot haircut though, because she has like hair down to her butt. So
It's called a
it's
mullet.
not like she doesn't have a shaved head. She has like a full head of hair with a long. But it is part. She does have that natural part that waves to the side, and
Okay.
man, it looks good.
I like how you trying to squirm out of that. I like it. Yeah. Good job.
I was just explaining character design, Chester. Come on.
This looks awesome as usual. Of course, it's Kima, so
It's awesome.
badass.
It's so good.
Yeah. If you like what she's done, please vote for a straw poll, man. I'm curious who's going to win today, actually, because I don't see a straight up winner. Amron is showing the one he did last time. It's that. Oh God, that's so good, Amron. You're cheating. Just so you know. But yeah, that's a good one. His art works well for your product, dude.
I'm honestly flattered. It's that that's because that's what I mean is everybody is able to draw what I do so well, and I don't know if that's I don't know how to explain that. I love it. You know, it's a good feeling that my art style can translate into everybody else's art style. Or that, or everybody. I guess it really is just the talent of everybody else who is able to take their own skill and apply it to what I do. It's just awesome. Everybody does such a good job.
What do they call those little mini comics that are meant for just proofing something, but sometimes they sell like trash can or garbage can or
Ash
can.
Ash can. I was close. Ash can. You should have him do like a little mini rated M ash can for your project, dude.
That would be so cool.
So, believe it or not, this is already something that I have in concept. That after the main Solarion Sun series is done, so I plan on this being about 7 volumes when it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So after I do the initial 7 volumes, I'm going to do another 1 volume that's probably going to be Shadow's backstory, specifically for Shadow. And then afterwards, I'm going to do another volume called Prayers to Oshek, which is going to be an anthology book. And I'm going to basically write a bunch of short stories that I will either draw, or somebody else will write, or somebody else will draw, and I'll write, like a mix of artists to get other people into it, so that there's just this anthology of Solarion Sun stories.
Yeah, why not?
So I don't know. I'll look into it when the time comes, but we're talking like, I don't know, 5 years down the road. So we'll see what happens.
Cool. Well, if I'm still alive by that time, let me know. I'll write one for you.
Oh heck yeah, that would be awesome. I'd love to have a Chester Busby written story in there for Solarion Sun. That was awesome.
It'll be dark though.
Well, I mean, that's fine. I mean, my story's kind of dark too. There's a lot of death and cosmic horror going on. So
that's true. That is true. I do want to look at Rabbit's next though, but Rabbit is all of a sudden not displaying. He was working just fine.
Oh, am I?
Oh, there it is. Boom! It popped in.
Yay!
He decided to go this direction. Interesting.
Oh, it can go either direction. Which we prefer? I don't really
Let
care.
me see the other one. Flip it. No, the other way. You were right. You were right. Yeah.
really,
yeah,
they're both
right.
good.
No,
Yeah, they both
right.
look fine.
This is correct.
That's wild, man.
It
That
is
is
so
wild.
I love the light work. It's so neat, dude.
Oh man,
What-
the
what kind of tree is off screen that we can't see? What type of tree?
I have no idea. It's just to make it look more interesting.
I think it should
Probably
be a
just
U.
a wall.
It could be whatever you want it to be.
It's true because it's off camera, so it can be to your imagination.
That's true. It is awesome though. Now, which character is this?
This is Rain.
This is not an elf. This is actually a Solarion.
Yeah, this is a Solarion. Mostly identified through the green vest and hair part.
Oh, I see.
So, which actually would make sense for it to be flipped the other way, because then her hair part and earring.
Well, yeah, that's how I originally drew it, but I haven't finished it, so when I'm done, I'll probably flip it the other way.
Yeah, for sure. No, but I mean, this is amazing. This is awesome. I love the flowers in the foreground, like really give this a mood, and it honestly, having knowing the story and knowing Rain in the story, the mood and mixed with like the flowers and the look on her face is just so perfect.
It is nice. And the flowers are autofocus too, as they should be. Nice.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's very conducive to like her mood throughout the adventure, what she's going through, what she's processing. I love this picture. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's awesome.
You know, Andrew, when I was a child, I too had a hair part, but I've hence defeated it.
I also have a natural hair part, but I shave my head.
Oh well, that's a solution. And that's a
This thing you call
lazy
hair.
solution, but it's a solution. All right.
I'm lazy about it. It's a lot of work.
It probably is. Yeah. You know, the thing is, I've made it past the age where I probably won't actually go full bald, but the hair, of course, is thinning. But with the thinning, my curliness is going away. My wife really doesn't like it.
Curliness getting away. My hair got curlier as I'm getting older. It's annoying.
Yeah, it is more the deal with that is true. But she liked it. She said I look like a Greek god.
Oh my.
Oh,
yeah, I'm sure.
Well, as your hair, you need to grow that beard, right?
I do have a beard. I got a full beard.
No, I mean like Gandalf size.
I do too.
You get into that age now, so.
I guess I could, yeah. But the ladies get mad at me when I go too long. I have to keep it a certain length, and then they get happy again. So
there you go.
You know,
keeping my hair long for the ladies.
Well, Jeff, I have a lot of women around me, dude.
The ladies.
I have to take that into account. You don't want to upset the ladies, and it's a kind of a survival tactic. But nevertheless, this is really great. If you like Rabbit is Done, please vote for him. Straw poll. Let's go over here to Alan. Alan has done Shredder, which is awesome.
Yay!
Man, oh man.
I love how his signature is actually a layer. That is good, dude.
I know.
There it is. There it is. Yeah, very good. You got something for us today, Alan? How's the mic working? It was working earlier.
Closing it out. Can you hear me now?
It is breaking up. You're right, sir.
Oh, it's a little rough. Yeah,
it's too
unfortunate.
bad. Now, what is the name of this character, Andrew?
This is Christoph.
Christoph.
So, yeah. So Christoph has got a lot going on, as far as he's actually one of the originators of being inspired by like a musical theme. Because he's at his villain profile is based off of a musician that I used to listen to.
Rammstein.
No, Dawn of Ashes.
Okay.
And like very, I don't listen to him anymore, but very satanically themed, very like evil in nature, to the point where like the actual Christoph himself was this like promoting dark arts and murder and really bizarre tendencies. So I was like, man, he would make a really phenomenal villain. That background is incredible, Alan. That's so cool.
I know it.
Well, because he knows. Alan's read it, or at least I think he read it because he has the books. So I assume he knows what he's doing with that. It's pretty great. And So Christoph being like with his actual inspiration being the thing, I basically made him this overarching villain who actually and who also started as a character that I played in D&D. I played this character and then turned him into the villain of my campaign because of the campaign that I played him in. So his origins are pretty neat too. Eventually, either volume 5 or 6, we're going to get Christoph's full deep dive backstory, like where he came from, his origin, because
cool.
his seepage, like him seeping into the overall narrative is pretty slow, but he's actually in every single volume, just in a different aspect. Even if he's not physically there, he's actually in every single volume. And then after the story's done, people will read it back and be like, "Oh my gosh, there he is! I didn't even notice."
Nice. Oh, Easter eggs. Easter eggs. Why is he a child of Christ though?
He's not. It's ironic, I guess.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. He's well. I don't know if this is spoilery or not, but in volume 2, you find out that he refers to himself as the Messiah.
Oh wow.
Oh, fair enough.
And that's, I guess that in itself is not a spoiler, but it's for very specific reasons that he reveals in that volume. So it's quite the read.
That's cool. I'm just messing with you anyway. It sounds cool. I get why you used it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good looking character though. Good job, Alan.
Oh yeah, that is sick. That's
Cool.
incredible.
You got a bunch of demons with him. So if you guys like what Alan's done, please vote for him to straw poll. All right, let me go grab the ones over here on the draw along stuff. And let me see here. So, okay. All right. Ooh. Gabby sent another one in. It's a Thundaro. Or what's his name? Lionel, sorry. Let's see here. That's not this, but that's cute from Rosa. Very nice. Oh, I'm way behind. I got to catch up. Well, we got a bunch of stuff. Okay, here we go. So which one is which? That looks like... oh, it is. Okay, all right. Here's our start. So this is from... What's today?
The 18th?
Today's 30.
19th, 18th.
19th.
Yeah,
Okay.
19th.
Yeah, for you guys, it's
yeah.
the 19th.
Okay, well, there's a lot of stuff.
Get out of the past.
Sure.
All right, so let me see here if I can get everything. That's Blue Moon for sure, and this one here is some reference. It looks Frank Frazetta. The line block. Here we go. You made a decision, Jonathan. You decided. Oh, he's not in here. Oh.
Yeah, he had to go to bed because he has school in the morning. He has to teach.
But he does because he was trying to decide whether he was going to do his normal floating eye thing or he was going to do something different. Let me bring this up so we can see it. Here we go. So that would have to be on this, and then I'll do like that, and then do this. Here we go. This is straightforward art. It's cute.
Yep, very brother and sister.
This is the two main characters, right?
Mm-hmm. It is.
We got that. We got then his normal style.
Oh, that's. That is cute. That's
Was I supposed to put line block in the poll?
Yeah. I mean, he was here for quite a while.
Yes.
But I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter that much. We got Mr. Motion, who was showing earlier, but this is fine. We can see right here. It's very interesting, dude.
Solid shadow. Very solid shadow, man.
That is cool, dude. I love the use of the bronze.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I feel honored. I feel honored that I get a different color from him. That's great.
I know.
Too. The eyes are something different too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. So if you like this, give it a vote in the straw poll, right? And we also, of course, have Rosa on board here. And which character did you do, Rosa?
I did Swift because I wanted to see Swift smile. But so in the middle of all this, what y'all don't know is, Andrew, you mean so much to me. I actually had a family member family friend go to the hospital in the middle of this. I had to take off and not even finish. But you're so important. I came right back on here. So I love you. So-
Yeah. Well, and you are, one of the few that drew Swift. So, it's I mean, she she's such an interesting character to the story as well, because she basically I can't say that because that's spoilers for volume 3.
I know.
All right. Well, anyway, yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
I Swift holds us a very special place in my heart, even though she's not super involved all the time.
Yeah.
So I love it.
But I wanted to see her smile a little bit because she's got a tough time, and
Yeah.
I love her, and so I loved her look. She's so spare, and she holds a lot in, and I think that I just wanted to see her smile just a little bit, so it's just a little bit of a smile.
Oh,
There you go.
well, thank you.
Very nice. And if you like what Rosa's done, please feel free to straw poll. I do have a suggestion for a new character for you, Andrew. You should probably put in. He should be very kind of bear-like in his appearance, and he should be called the Ear Bearer.
Oh,
Ear Bearer.
You should have that.
Is that his nickname, or is his real name like Chestar or something?
Yeah,
like
that would probably be best. Yes.
Chestar.
Chestar. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Sweet.
I should put a Chester character in there.
Or at least in the background somewhere doing something stupid.
Yeah,
That'd be
right.
perfect. Yeah. But all right, so there's your vote. Get to it. Go over there and get to the straw poll that Jeff has certainly dropped, as he always does. And let's take a look at a couple of draw-alongs here. We do have a piece from Chow Den, although it looks like someone else. I wonder if someone changed their name. Although the best name change I
It's
have
Sheldon.
It is Sheldon. I thought so. Yeah, it looks very familiar to me. But the one of the best name changes I have seen ever in my life was Captain Canada calling himself the Maple Sheik.
Oh my gosh.
Perfect. Perfect. Old school WWF, man. That was wonderful. Good job, Captain Canada. But here, of course, is Sheldon's piece. Feminus Pectus
No way.
Domina. It's not feminist, it's femina. But
Dude,
all right.
that is so funny. Because Shadow is an adulterer, and
is he?
so like
Yeah.
that is just so funny. That is like the crafty like hand.
Right.
Oh,
That's very awesome. Yeah,
dude.
Sheldon's a great artist. Yeah, I love the face and the fur. It's really good, dude. Yeah, it's very good. Thank you very much, Sheldon. Awesome. And I think I got Doug's stuff too, but I'm going to go see that on the other side. But awesome. Thank you guys all very much. So let me go over here and grab, go to the Twitters and grab Doug's. Let's see what's happening on Twitter. I heavily drunk American passenger 55 allegedly bit flight attendant's arm, forcing Seattle-bound jet to return to Tokyo so he could be escorted off and arrested. Okay, thank you. This is a Tim Pool guy again.
Yes.
Okay. You got Kelsey Shannon. Sweet. Not art though. You need do the art, Kelsey. The critical drinker. Oh, nice. Ooh. Fantasy Flight Games. Now this is a great board game company, by the way. Ooh, they got more champion card game stuff. Nice. Ooh, another game from Reiner Knizia. Reiner Knizia is an amazing game creator, by the way. If you see anything with his name on it, buy it because it's good. This is from Amigo as well. Very nice. No, I don't need that. Let's see. Oh, Pixel Trader, the boss. Haven't seen him in a while. Simon, very nice. Calliope game. A lot of board game stuff today. That makes me happy. Yeah, it is the turning of the year. Who's this bloated fellow with the cigar?
Oh, it's one of those guys that I said didn't make comics at the beginning of the show. Remember when I said that?
It's
Remember when I said that?
TVS. Oh, I see. All right.
He talks a lot about comics.
He does. Yeah.
I don't ever see him
Streams
make
a
them
lot.
though.
Yeah.
Streams an awful lot.
Today is nice. Awfully say Aldrich Games, nice. Mystic Vale, dude. Mystic Vale. This looks like an expansion for it. Mystic Vale is a super cool game. Came out many years ago. It's basically like a tarot-sized card game. But what you have is you have this. You have these other cards that have like a plastic sheet that comes over them, and you can build your cards in game. You put cards
Wow.
into the underneath the sheet, and it's pretty good production value. It looks really good, and you can build your characters and your worlds, and it's really cool. If you see a Mystic Veil sitting on a sheet on a shelf from AAG, buy it. It's really different, and it's beautifully rendered, by the way. Lots of board Pandasaurus, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. I don't know what all this is, but this is not blackface. This is sun reflection. You know, why do people think that the blacks own the word black? It's weird. So you can't put black under your eye anymore to reflect the sun. You can't do that. Don't do that. That's racism.
It's appropriation.
Yeah. Oh, red dust, dude. So many board game stuff. Oh, I gotta buy board games.
Mm-hmm.
New Axis and Allies launched today.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Really?
The G.I. Joe version of it. Yeah,
Oh,
pre-orders
no way,
went up
dude.
today.
That's cool.
Yep.
I used to love playing Axis and Allies when I was a kid. That's a serious ass game, though. You better set aside some time.
Oh yeah.
Anybody else play Axis and Allies other than Eric and I?
No, because of that very reason you said take some serious time.
Yeah,
It does,
what's this
but
thing
it's
called time?
Not that I haven't
wicked
attempted to
cool,
play it,
dude.
but
It's wicked cool. You know what you should do if you can't afford the time to Axis and Allies? Play Fortress America.
Oh,
same company.
Well, that's a good one too.
Yeah, but it's shorter, right? There's a big lady doing the cheerleading. You go, girl. Okay. Oh, grandma. Get him, grandma. That's a nice piece of art. Is that CG, you think?
AI?
That's
Yeah,
AI.
it's
That's
AI.
what it says at AI. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
Is it?
though.
Yeah.
Looks good. Okay, I should probably do my job, though. But there are a lot of really cool board games, though. Oh, look at that piece of art there from Kelsey.
Ooh, wow.
Kelsey, man.
Oh,
Gotta
that's
get
great.
him on the show.
Like that.
Kelsey's so badass. Look at the
That's
detail.
really
Look
good.
at that picture, dude. That is killer, man.
That's awesome.
You guys like Kelsey Shannon?
Yeah.
Not
like
from,
Him,
not
him, Aaron, and David Williams. They have a show, a drawing competition.
Oh, do they? That's cool.
That's so not a competition, and it's not
I'm really
anything
trying
like
to
drawn
focus.
and quartered.
I'm trying to listen to you, Jeff, but I'm having problems.
Can everybody else hear me?
Oh, no.
He's
Yeah, I hear you.
he's
I hear you
being-
fine.
Telling you,
He's
Joe.
being
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Good.
Okay.
Good job, girl. All right, let me do my job.
Oh, that. Never mind.
All right, here we go. Latest. Let's come on over here and take a look at Blue Moon. Oh, Gabby put hers up. Look at this other one. This is the one you were talking about, right? Look
yeah,
at
so
that,
that's the
dude.
one. That one is now a feature pick that if you order your book, this is one of the art cards that you will get for free as Gabrielle as a guest artist. Thank you very much, Gabrielle.
It's killer, dude. That is
It
killer.
is so good, and I couldn't let it pass. You know.
No, you
so-
couldn't. That is badass. I do have a question though that you artists can maybe help me out with, because Japanese anime or manga does this quite a bit. The face triangles that with people who are wild or animalistic. I see these face triangles a lot. Well, what is that? What is that trying to denote?
For my characters, it's fur patterns. They have extra fur on their faces, even the females.
So it's just a pattern. But is that what the Japanese are doing as well? Same thing?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I like
Yeah,
that
so-
your characters'
I can't-
elven ears have hair on them, though. That's a neat touch.
Yeah, well, I mean, because so that's the difference between when I was talking about the races. One of the physical differences is Solarians have less hair on them, Lunaians have more hair on them, and they have tails. So, which is why they think they have extra genetics in them other than just the Lotharians.
Well, they also have animal heads.
Yeah.
Where Solarians
So-
have human heads. This is killer, though, Gabby. Let's see. Ooh,
It's so
what's that?
Thank you.
This
It's so nice.
This is
Dorothy.
some commission from Rabbit. Jeez, that is badass,
Hey?
dude.
What's what?
It's some commission.
Oh,
It says
that
commission. That is
no, that
It is
no,
badass,
that-
but he did that on the Secret Santa show.
that was
yeah.
a Secret Santa thing, but I just finished it and changed it quite a lot.
It looks
I suppose.
great.
It looks wicked cool, dude. I like it.
Yes,
I like it. Let me do Doug stuff though, because that's what I'm supposed to be doing here. So we have ourselves a Lionel, I guess.
Shadow.
Shadow.
Another Shadow.
Oh
my gosh, it's so good.
It is. Let me see what music Shadow is. Good music. Very good music. You guys hear that?
Very quietly. I hear
Yeah,
it.
well, I don't want to blow out people's speakers.
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, I can just listen to it on my own.
That is cool. That's very good, Doug. And he's got another one here too. He's got this character. What's this? Jesus?
That's Rain.
That's Rain. I love what he just the way he did with the torso. That is funny.
It's so good.
It's such his
I mean,
style.
I'm not surprised, right? I mean, it's Doug. Doug's gonna do something amazing, and he always does, and I absolutely love it. I'm always on the edge of my seat to see what Doug's interpretations are, because it's it's the best. I love the
He's so awesome.
I love the like Judy Jetson type head that's going on, kind of like that kind of old cartoon Hanna-Barbera style thing going. But it's still got the Texas. It's like it's Hanna-Barbera like top half, and then Tex Avery bottom half, right?
I loved Judy Jetson when I was a kid.
It's a good choice.
It was a good choice. And I hear a chuckle from Eric. He knows. All right.
I like
let's see.
Rosie.
You like Rose? Oh, all righty then. Yeah, well, you're in the right age now, buddy, because it's coming.
Yep.
So let's see what he did with the music on this one. Oh, perfect.
Oh, nice.
Back to the Tex Avery inspiration. Yeah, that's perfect.
That's so
cute. I wonder, is this style that Doug does, is it something that can be done quickly?
He sure does it quickly.
Yeah, he blasts that stuff out quick.
Yeah. Well, because those
Honestly-
old animators
honestly,
like
I don't
Tex
know
Avery,
how.
they probably had to work pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, with all the detail,
Well,
I mean, because there's a lot
I
of
can
detail in
trust
these
him.
characters, and I honestly don't know how
Really
he does it so quickly, but he does.
Right.
It's phenomenal.
It is good. No, it's very, very good. That is true. Let me jump back over to here and go over here and do my jump, which involves me voting. Very nice. All right, let's see here. Okay, copy. And paste. All right. So let's see here. Thank you for all the draw along stuff, guys. Thanks for all the artists coming in today, of course. Nice to be back. Starting out 2024 with a bang, I'd say. Some really good pieces of art. But who won the Drawn Cord Ultimate Edition Solarion Sun competition? Very, very nice. So let's see what my choices are here. There we go. I could go with, if I chose, I could go with Amy, Genetics of Cuteness Lester. Yep. No, I agree. Although she didn't go cute today. Melissa. Oh, did I show Melissa's? I was looking at.
Oh yeah,
it
no, we
earlier.
didn't get to see Melissa's.
Well, I was looking at it earlier, but I don't know if I went to it directly. Yeah, because she's not displaying again. I was looking at it though. I looked at it for quite a while just before we started doing this. Melissa, could you pop it up again? No, Amy's not displaying either. Huh. Well, I did show it though. We were looking at it. She did that full motion animation. It was pretty cool.
Oh well, I'm gonna have to go look for it then because I want to see it. Yeah,
no, so do I.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it again. Melissa, can you pop it up again so we can take a look at it?
Yes, please.
No? No. Well, Amy's not displaying. They might be having some kind of trouble.
Oh, wait.
Oh, no, there she did. There she
Oh,
did.
there's.
Yeah. We'll take a look at it again here real quick. There it is. There it is. Yeah, rain.
Oh my goodness.
Very
That is a lot of
ambitious,
work
dude.
for sure. But
Very ambitious. Yeah.
wow.
And she's doing foreshortening as well.
That is insane. Melissa, you're getting it. It's you're every week is something new.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, try to work on this and flesh it out a bit. Yeah. It's
That's awesome.
That's too much. It's too ambitious for 2 hours though, dude.
Yeah, but very commendable. Good job.
It is. Yeah, no,
Love
it's
it.
cool. It's very cool. Always like to see what Honey is doing.
I do like I like the fact that you do have something fully animated and it's the rain cloud that says rain and pointing at rain.
Right.
That's
know who it
prime.
is.
That's so good.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, no, and Jet just popped that up again. If you like what Melissa's done, very ambitious. Go vote for her. Let me get back over and do what I was doing here. Where was I? Here. Yeah. So what was it? Melissa, ancient cuteness expert. I think that was supposed to say that in a Calgon way. Anybody? Oh, Eric, thank you for the chuckle. Yeah. We're showing our age there, buddy. Anybody remember the Calgon Take Me Away commercials? Anybody?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Yep.
And they say they didn't have diversity on TV in the 70s. Okay. All right. We have Bubus Magus Amron. I would have gone with Bubus Maximus, personally. But it's okay.
Well, that's what the
a
English to
magic
Latin
man.
translator said.
Well,
Yeah.
Magus would be a person, master of magic, right, or one of the master magi. Maximus would be ultimate Bubus.
Stupid Latin translator.
Stupid Latin translator. You got one sitting right here. Just ask me, dude. All right. Let's see here. Shit, I studied Latin when I was still in grade school, dude. Let's see here. Or I could go with Eric Megalostithi Hawkins. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
It's Greek, allegedly.
Greek to me.
Well,
alleged. I like the allegedly Greek.
Stupid Google translator.
Well, I guess a megalostithi would be a large meat-eating creature. Good job.
Supposed to be Greek for big boobs.
Stithy?
Oh.
Stithy. No, stithy is actually means to eat meat.
Remember, this is Google Translator. These are the guys who are doing AI.
Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see. We field dress furries in Canada, Kima says. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Furries do need some field dressing. Yep. Very good. All right, go with rabbit. One doomed gross bruste rabbit. Very nice. Very nice. We're trying to do the etymology here. Very nice.
That's German.
I could go with
it's
Alan.
supposed to be an umlaut.
Umlaut. Oh yeah, you don't have any umlauts in there. Alan Pecos Grandes. By the way, everybody, it's just big boobs. That's what he's going for. You know. Okay. So Alan Pectos Grandes Alonso. That's stereotyping, giving him the Mexican.
It didn't say Mexican. It said Spanish.
Oh, fair. Okay. Gabrielle, Eastern Cuteness Ambassador, guest gay. So it's interesting that the ladies don't get boobage.
Well, I don't want to end up with a sexual harassment trial.
That's fair.
Keeps
That's
it
fair. Let
clean
me
for
do
the
it.
ladies.
Yeah.
You're dodging the claims.
Yeah.
Jeff didn't want to make a boob of himself in front of everybody.
Ooh,
there you go.
nice.
Wah.
Etymological switch. You get 10 points. All right.
Yay.
We also have Mr. Gross Science Motion. Okay. Sticking with the boobage. Rosa Mesquite Smoke Tex-Mex Cuteness de Oro. I see. The girls get cuses, the boys get big boobs. All right. Fair.
Fair.
So who do I vote for?
I mean, I had an incredibly hard time. So
yeah, I don't know. Amy did something different. It was really cool. Melissa was wicked ambitious. Amaran's was killer. Eric's is like, finished quality product type of thing as usual. Keenma's was super neat as always. I love what Rabbit did with the light. Alan did a really cool shredder, dude. That was a badass shredder. Mr. Motion did a really good shadow there in the shadows.
With bronze.
Bonus points. And Rosa, of course, did a character no one else did, which is interesting. Swift, I think.
Rosa's over there.
So who am I going to vote for? To be honest, it's not hard for me. I go with Amaran.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all awesome, of course. You could choose anyone to be right, but
You're just scared that he's going to nuke you again with his magical words from on high.
a chocobo attack. Yeah, that's fair. But no, I just really like what he did today. It was super cute. Very, very good.
Yes.
And I actually did something. I tied it.
Mm-hmm.
There's someone called Kima. Who's
Holy
Kima?
cow, yes.
I don't know. I think there's supposed to be an N in there. I think it's supposed to be a keenma, meaning she's a sharp and aware thing. Although
Let's
I would
go
argue
annoy
the
more.
alcoholism doesn't really affect that.
Though you know what, it is funny that you said that Jeff put a cuteness text for all the ladies, but Keenma gets "we field dress furries in Canada."
I know, right?
Like the most grisly one out of the bunch.
He's absolutely a sexist. You're right. Yep.
Well deserved, though.
Well deserved. Yeah, no, it's very, very good.
Well deserved win.
So the girls get cute, the boys get big boobs. Keenma, on the other hand, gets blood and
Murder.
guts in the dirt. Not murder. It's called
That's socially
eating.
acceptable, though.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
That is
Blood,
true.
guts, and murder in media is much more acceptable.
That is true. That is true. Yeah. Well, it looks like we're not going to have a shift from that. I do appreciate everybody coming and voting today, and of course, I know it's going to be a lot more later, as usual. But it's our first time back after my sabbatical. Of course, it wasn't a sabbatical, but we'll go with that. And I guess I'm going to call it here. So very good. We got ourselves a tie. But I want to say thank you, of course, to Mr. Motion, Alan, Rosa, Gabrielle, Melissa, Rabbit, Eric, Amy, and Amy. Thank you guys all very much. Appreciate you coming in, amazing art, and of course we get to what we're going to do next week here in a minute. But we have a tie, so that means Boobus Maximus Amaran and the killing and eating of furries in Canada, Keenma. You guys win. Claps.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Have you ever been hunting, Keenma?
Yes.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. Because I would say I've actually have field dress stuff before. Anybody else here?
How do you think I get my moose?
Oh, fair.
Me.
That's fair.
Me.
What's a hunt?
Yeah, hunting.
That's the only way to get it.
I did a lot when I was younger. With my uncles. But anyway, awesome. Thank you guys very much. Let me go back over to the other side real quick. And get into next week. So, to the authorities here, whoever they might be, what are we doing next week?
Crying Corvid.
Yeah, Crying Corvid.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Who?
So
Album
basically,
covers.
the challenge is to create a cover for Rabbit's new album.
Oh.
Well, I mean, technically, what I'm planning on doing, if you put in mind, like Andrew's, if you have anyone's actually looked at it, is use the people who don't mind using them as a release each song on Spotify.
Oh, neat.
And then once I do the album, I will put them all together. You know what I mean? But when the album's not being released on Spotify, it won't go. It's released on Bandcamp and on proper CDs as well.
Well, that's the way people are doing it these days. It's all singles now, huh? That's true.
Yeah, because it keeps people interested because they've got no freaking attention span.
That is fair.
That's right.
That is fair. But nevertheless, the concept is to do a Crying COVID album cover.
Corvid.
I just
Like
what
the
did I
bird.
say?
COVID.
No, I said Crying Corvid.
All right, clip that for us, chat. Go to the replay.
Yeah, no, a crying crow. Very nice. So that's going to be cool, though. I like the idea of it. So definitely go listen to some of his music so you can get some impressions of what you think would be a good cover. Just for the fun of it. That's going to be fun. So we'll come back and do that next week. But today, let's go ahead and wrap it up and take a chat at everybody. Amaron, already asked what you ate. So how you doing?
I'm going okay.
That's good.
It's actually my first drawing for this year. Actually, like I haven't really drawn anything since before Christmas.
Mine too, to be fair.
Yeah.
It is killer,
So
dude. This is a great piece, man. I love it.
Thanks.
No,
it's nice
really
to take
good,
a break.
Yeah, it is nice to
I
take
really
a break,
liked it.
even though I didn't get to take a break. But
It's
I'm
been
assuming,
too hot, very hot.
right?
Days.
Oh, because it's summertime for you guys, yeah. But that's cool, man. That's awesome. I love what you did, and of course, looking forward to what you do in 2024, dude. Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll come to Andrew last. Amy, hi. The girls haven't been making much noise. They might be having mic trouble.
No, they just hate you.
Maybe that could be that. It's not my fault. Jeff made me say Maximus Bubis.
Oh no.
He did it. It's his fault. Yeah, they have mic trouble. Okay.
Unfortunately, we cannot hear that. Though we do know, go to Unseen Kingdom.
Yes.
And check out their game. They have lots of games in progress, and they do wonderful stuff.
Well, Jeff's dropped.
Oh, I can hear Melissa a little bit.
I can't hear anything.
Oh.
Yeah. But Jeff's dropped the links, though. So we got links over here. Go check them out. And Melissa's doing something over there. She's going through. See, they're trying to fix it on Discord. Okay. But if they get in, I'll come back and let them have a say. Eric, sir, what are you up to? What are you doing here in 2024?
Just working on comics and drawing and stuff. But I'll tell you what, Jeff had an excellent idea that Andrew and I should do a crossover.
Yes.
No, you guys absolutely should.
I can't imagine the work you'd have to put in to just do a few pages or something like that, but that would be perfect.
Yes, it would.
Put on.
Yeah, your styles are similar. Yeah.
It would just be so fun. It would be so fun.
You just take a whole lot of screenshots from the Thundercat show.
Yeah. Absolutely. A collab sounds good. Did I use the proper young people verbiage?
For what, collab?
Collab. I hear them say collab.
I mean, I think collab existed before the young people verbiage, right?
No, it's stupid.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
A
all those things are
collaborative
stupid.
effort?
Yeah, a collaborative effort would be how you should say it. But I hear a lot of dumb stuff. Like the dumbest one I hear these days is fam. I hate that. Why are you shortening the word family, which is a short word anyway, into fam?
Because they have an inability to speak, like think and talk and pay attention.
What is bet? What's that supposed to be?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, what is that, right?
BET, yeah, like that's bet is like another weird slang term for the young
Is it like
people.
you bet? You bet.
No, it's like a confirmation or something. of
Yeah,
what
like
someone's
you
saying.
bet. It's like
Bet,
cool.
bet.
I'm down. You bet.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. But I'm just going to
Yeah,
chalk it
copy
up to
that.
Pauly Shore being at fault. So
I don't think he even knows.
that guy, he's constantly creating. It's like him and Dom King create their own freaking languages on the spot. But anyway, nice to see you, Eric.
Yeah, nice to see you guys too.
Yeah.
Happy to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I told you I got whatchamacallits and Reese's Pieces, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Did.
Oh wow!
And they're all gone, aren't they?
They are. But the Reese's Pieces were disappointing. They're not what I remember, but the whatchamacallits were still banging, dude.
Oh, that's awesome.
I got 12 of them.
What?
I had 12.
I
You're
had
gonna die of diabetes.
No, I'm not, because that's the. I really think that eating 12 within 10 days every 20 years is. I'm probably good.
Yeah.
I'm probably safe. Yeah, I'm pretty good.
I think you'd be fine eating 12 in one day every 12 years, to be fair.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But nevertheless, Gabby. Hi, Gabby.
Hi. How's it going? Thanks for showing up, you guys. Sorry. I did give you a minute to answer.
No, that's okay. Nice to see you as well. And how's life going? How's the job? How were the holidays?
The holidays were busy. All the family was back home, so crazy as usual. Things are slowing down now, so got my head to the grindstone, just working on stuff.
You probably had
but
killer
yeah.
grinds, though, in your family.
Huh?
Grinds means food.
Oh.
I was
I
being
was like-
colloquial. I was making a
I was
reference
like
back.
dancing. I was like, what the heck?
Stupid Google Translator.
Yeah, I was being colloquial.
Oh no,
That's
you're
cool,
good.
right? Thank you. You guys had good food, probably. What'd you eat? What'd you have for Christmas dinner?
For Christmas dinner, we had a ham.
Oh my
Mashed
God,
potatoes,
it's
sweet
so
potatoes.
mundane. What happened?
It's tradition. I mean, it's at my
It
grandma's house. She wants the ham.
That's fair. Was it glazed with pineapples on top?
No.
Those are
It
always
was
the best.
Grandma's
it's a honey-
half-assing it. All right.
No.
Pepper glaze?
She I actually found out I'm allergic to pineapples, so yay!
That's a bummer.
Oh,
You're the same as me.
Don't go to Hawaii. They throw that in everything there.
I can't have pineapple either.
Oh, really?
It's like a mild allergy, so I'm not gonna die, but it explains
lucky
why
you.
I like pass out when I eat certain food.
Oh,
Uh,
passing out may be a problem.
yeah.
You know?
It's like I'm gonna go take a nap now.
Oh, I made a big mistake though, Gabby. I had to go have another one of those dinners at New Year's. Oh no, it was when I came back. Still kind of New Year's related. I had to go up to way north into a big city called Fukuoka to once again have another sit down and eat with the family. My sons get married, right? And we went to a yakitoriya, which is well, it's kind of like Portuguese tapas. Is where it comes from.
Ooh.
Really good food though, great food. And of course, I have some beers and let your hair down type of meeting instead of the very formal suit thing I went to before. And I made a huge mistake though, because I don't drink, right? I hardly ever drink, but I can if I want. I'm a big old giant, Scandinavian. It's like, especially like beer. But I got a beer to relax and let everybody relax. It's one of those kind of things. And they brought the beer to the table, and it's a normal size, draft. Pretty tasty actually. But they put it down. I wasn't paying attention, and I just drank it all. Just boom, I hammered it just without even thinking. And I had a bunch of beers and I didn't get drunk, but the problem was I set the tone for the table.
Oh no!
Yeah, and the father tried to keep up. I didn't mean to do it. I just was being absent-minded. I should have thought about the psychology of the moment, but I didn't. And he got pretty wasted.
No.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
dear.
completely my fault. It's 100% my fault. I just wasn't thinking. I just kind of just dropped it back, right? Oh well.
Yeah, you
But
put your feet up. You're there to eat some supper.
Yeah.
You're in the zone, and you just
It was
good
gone.
Good
food too. It was really good food. Have you guys ever had tapas?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really good, man.
I don't think
Here in
so.
Japan, they call it's a yakitori, is what they call it. And of course, Japanese have modified it for their culture, but it's basically the same thing. It's killer. Excellent. Thank you very much, Gabby. Hi, Kima. Anything you want to say to the peoples? Anything? Anything at all?
Happy up cooking a moose.
Moose jerky kills. You know what
It's
actually
true,
is
Lala.
really good is
Don't see that?
beer. Not beer. Bear jerky. Norma, I've had beer. Well, no, I've had bear at a wild game dinner, and it's not good. but bear jerky is good. I
Bear
don't know why.
Awesome. I had it when I was a
What
kid.
time of year were you getting the bear?
Well, it's a wild game dinner. You never been to one of those?
No, I haven't been.
You should try.
I remember my mom said once that
I want
bear
to.
is good depending on the season you get it in. If they're eating
Oh.
fish, it's gonna taste yucky. If they're eating like berries and stuff, it tastes good.
Huh. There you go. That's probably what it is then. I don't know. But yeah, no, if you haven't been to a wild game dinner, go do that. It's interesting to try different meats that you would normally never try. I had kangaroo for the first time the other day.
Really?
Kangaroo?
Yeah.
Did you start speaking Australian afterwards?
No, it just tastes like chicken.
Everything tastes that chicken.
Yeah. No, it was kangaroo, spicy kangaroo beef, kangaroo jerky. It's pretty good actually. That's the first time I never had kangaroo before. So Kima's having some mic trouble, I guess. Good luck to you.
No, I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, you're back. Okay.
I'm back.
Would you like?
I had a
say
leopard
something?
gecko problem.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Their giant jerky went great.
So would you like to say something to people?
Nah.
Oh, fair. Glad you're back though.
Yeah. W. I hope your comic's going well.
Oh,
How's
I've just
school?
been
How's
nonstop
your-
working.
How's your teaching?
It's been going good actually. Classes
Yay.
started back up again after the holidays, so.
Yeah.
But the last
Well,
two classes have been canceled because of snow.
Oh my
How do you
gosh.
feel about that?
Oh, in Canada, that's got to be bad.
Well, we haven't had snow until about 2 days ago, and then it just nonstop blizzard.
Dude.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Oh, like 19 feet or something.
There you go. As it should be. It's Canada.
Oh, fuck you.
Living up to the hype. Yep. Yeah, no, I got back to my classes too, of course, and I took a lazy night I have like a big giant, adult class I do for the city, and I took a lazy night and I just brought code names. Great board
Fun.
game, by the way, if you haven't played it, because I can just kind of lean back and let them get into it. So.
Nice. Everybody had a good time?
Oh yeah, they love it. Sure. I just add commentary here or there, but it's an easy night for me playing. Some board games it's actually more work than a normal class, but that particular one is basically you just got 25 words on the table, and each team has a hint giver, and they have to give their team. They can't use the words on the table, but they need to give hints. And the winning aspect of it is giving a hint and then a number of how many words that are in your color match your hint. That's the challenge, right? But Codenames is great. If you don't own it, it probably costs $20, $15 at Walmart or something. Go pick it up. It's a great party game. But yeah, no, and it's good English game too. So fun, nice. Thank you, Kima. Let's see here, Rabbit. Anything to announce?
I suppose I released those 2 songs.
Yeah, they're awesome.
It's been a week or so. I don't know. Yeah, I released it. But I used Andrew's artwork from the Secret Santa for them both.
Oh, there you go.
As well. Although Jeff's posting, so if I'll put my LinkedIn for the band on there because that's got all the links. You can find the songs on Spotify, but it's also on Amazon and iTunes or wherever. I don't know. It's everywhere.
Are they getting hit?
I haven't really pushed it because I'm lazy. So yeah.
Well, you never know. Those things can just pick up out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, they might do. We'll see. But I'm mainly just putting it out there for people to listen to and to help get more gigs and stuff. Because I'll push it more when the album comes out. But I don't know. I'm not very good at this social media shenanigans.
I do love, Eric, that the English still use might do. I love that. That is cool. Yeah. All right, cool. No, definitely go check it out. All the links are there, of course, from Jeff. Thank you very much, Jeff. And now, Alan, if we got a mic working, we got a lot of mic troubles. Alan.
I know, right?
It's bizarre.
It is.
Hey, look, Amy's back. I heard Amy.
Yay!
Did you hear Amy?
Yeah, that's Amy right there.
Oh, hi,
No?
Amy.
Hi, you can hear me.
I can
Amy.
hear you. It's a miracle.
That's amazing. We managed to revive one of them anyway.
Well, you can take Alan's spot. Atro City links down below. Of course, we asked today. Andrew, his cosmology and stuff. I'd like to hear Alan tell me about the cosmology of Atro City, because his is anthropomorphic based comic as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I received this picture.
But anyway, Amy, you want to say something?
Yeah. I'm like, did you want me to make up some stuff about the entomology of his comic?
Yeah, I mean,
Do
you have
your
anything
thing.
working on it? Anything
Do
you want to know? Okay, I'll ask you a question. What's your
Unseen
plan? What's your
Kingdom.
goal for the year? You and Melissa.
Get a new project released.
Get a new project
mean,
released. That's a good goal.
That's a good goal.
Yeah.
That's a good goal. I like that. I was thinking like internal health and healing and trying to find peace, but also,
but both are good goals.
Both good goals.
Those are two good goals.
You can do more than one thing, so more than one thing can be true.
Well, my goal is a little different than yours. My goal is to buy an apartment in Fukuoka this year.
Fukuoka? Where's Fukuoka?
Fukuoka is a big giant city in the north. It's like huge, like New York size. Both my children live in it, and my wife has requested that we have an easy place to stay instead of having to constantly go to hotels. So my goal this year is to buy an apartment.
Awesome. Well, that's cool. So now is that far from where you are now, or are you planning on like selling your old house, or is it going to be just a second home up north?
No, it's just an apartment. 3.5 hour ride.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's definitely enough that it'd be nice to have an apartment if you're going to go up and travel there.
Yeah, we usually just get a hotel, but she would rather have, something. So I got to go find something that isn't going to like break the bank,
Oh, do you think are you optimistic that you'll be able to find well, I guess I shouldn't ask in a safe place because it's Japan, but that idea.
I might I think what I'll do is probably find something and buy in Kurume. It's not far outside of Fukuoka, but the price drops dramatically, right?
Good. They have pretty good public transportation.
They do. Well, I have a car. I'll just take a car and leave it up there.
Oh, that's right.
Or no, I'll probably just drive the one I have. But either way, it'd probably be way cheaper for me to just buy something in Kurume. And to be honest, for me the food is better in Kurume.
I bet it's not a city, right? So.
You know what they have in Kurume that's really interesting that I know several of you would find interesting. They have a gigantic 63 meters? No, 63 feet probably. That is a gigantic statue of Mary holding Jesus, the typical, the standard thing, but it's Japaneseified.
Oh, wow.
Awesome, actually.
It's a mix. It's kind of like Buddha-esque, right? But it's clearly Mary. They call it Mary. It's funny.
Oh, that sounds gorgeous. That would be really cool to see.
It's stark white.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
Now, is it an older piece or a newer one? Do you know about when it was made?
I have no idea. I was driving in Kurume because I was going to meet my kids, and I went to the most famous ramen shop in Japan, and it did deliver, by the way. Of course, Tonkotsu ramen comes from Kurume. And I was just driving, never been there before, drove in the city, and I off to my left, I see this gigantic statue. I'm like, what the? It was weird. But it is pretty.
Kind of cool, too.
It was cool, but it was like came out of nowhere. It's just not. This has a small downtown area that's a little tall, but it's not like, say, New York, right?
Oh,
so it just starkly stands out. It's like all of a sudden, boom, gigantic monstrous statue. What?
In a small town, okay, that would be a little like, oh, that's a thing that happened. Yeah.
But they used one of the greatest defenders of Christians during the Edo Jidai lived in Kurume. It was from Kurume, and they even have their main hospitals called Mary Hospital.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice that they've got a hospital there. I'm glad they were able to set up something good and lasting.
Japanese usually have a hospital or two.
Oh yes, it's not that small a city. I mean, even Winter Garden's got a hospital in there.
Well,
Sure.
kind of. It's an emergency room, but so it must be fairly decent sized.
It is. And I bought my new laptop up in Fukuoka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that nearby?
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
it's like 20 minutes north. But it's a giant city, and they had a Yodobashi camera. And it's a chain here in Japan. They also have big camera as well. But it's literally a 9-story building plus parking. So what it's probably a 15, 17-story building and 9 floors of electronics.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I guess this is a kind of a crazy thing to say, but it's funny to think of a building that large. It must hold so much stuff that's going to be outdated really, really quickly.
It
I
is
guess speakers
ridiculous.
and stuff too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
anything you
right?
can imagine electronic related, it's ridiculous. You need a week just to get through it, to be honest with you. So
Well, then
I
you
knew
picked a
exactly
good
what
place to
floor I
look.
needed to go to. I went to the basement. That's where the computers were.
Really? No, where do they park? On the roof?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It seems a little scary
I think I was
somehow.
on the 9th floor of parking, so I guess it's an 18-story building. And they had a roof too, so it's a 19-story building. Oh wow, big one. Plus the basement, so 20. There you go, 20 floors. But anyway, very nice. Good luck to you girls. Hopefully you will get that out. What's the name of the project? Or are you keeping that secret?
I guess that's kind of under wraps while we're getting some things finished up. Right now, we're mostly working on getting our part of it right now is working on getting some of the character animators synced up with the dialogue systems. So that's coming along. The dialogues are basically working. Now we're just trying to get all the transitional animations behaving correctly and linked up with their right triggers and things like that. So that's doing good. But it's coming along. So
Sweet, excellent. Very, very good. Good to hear it. And just keep us up to date. And of course, we'll do a day here and take a look at your project, right?
That's gonna be amazing.
Oh my gosh.
It will be fun, yeah. So let me move along. Ooh, I just got a pop in my headphones. Someone tried to come on. Mr. Motion, hi.
Hello, hello.
How you doing? I know you're doing a
Doing-
K9 for a cop. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm doing I'm gonna do a drawing for a band called Demon Hunter. The Christian band actually.
A Christian band. I remember the Japanese anime from the 80s.
Well, there you go.
Well, they have popular songs like Lesser Gods. They have Gunfight. Few other really cool ones, but yeah, I'm doing like a little fan art for them. But other than that, yeah, I'm also doing a few biblical ones with a fantasy twist. I'm trying to get into more fantasy and more original stuff now. So yeah, and by the way, I apologize. I didn't actually see like y'all's reaction with my drawing that I did for y'all.
Yeah, they loved it. It was cool.
Oh yeah, dude, it was amazing.
My connection.
Oh, it dropped out.
It's horrible.
Oh, I see.
It's like everybody, right?
You know, my favorite hard rock Christian band of all time definitely has to be Amy Grant.
Amy's are so metal.
So metal. She's super metal. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, yeah. You also can follow me on Instagram and on at creation.jason. Find some cool stuff. I got I got 3 stuff posted. Got Kratos. I got Korn from from Warhammer and
oh nice.
World War One 1,000-yard stare picture that I drew. So yeah, check those out.
Very good.
Awesome.
Cool. And of course, I'm joking. There were a lot of good heavy metal bands from the 80s that were Christian rock. Of course, Striper being the most famous one. But anyone remember Baron Cross?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh,
you also had
yeah.
Guardian. You had Blood Good. That was a good one too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Definitely go look them up.
White Crosses. I remember them. There was a whole bunch of them.
I still listen to. I mean, there's so many good ones now.
Never heard of any of those bands.
There was a really good Swedish one called Leviticus.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Ooh,
Secret Ending, Impending Doom.
Yeah.
Wow.
Baron Cross
I
is
seem
great.
to.
No, I think you would like it, dude. Go check out Baron Cross.
I'm not really into 80s metal. It's too 80s metal.
All right, fine.
Check out A Secret Ending. A Secret Ending is like he's heavy and he's modern and he's a one man band. Absolutely incredible. Does the music, the art, his album covers, everything all on his own. Like solitary project, and it's heavy. It is heavy.
That's cool.
Well, he may be heavy, but he's my brother.
Yay!
Okay, let me process that for a second.
I got it.
Oh my god! Did you? Never mind.
I know it was a heavy D in the boys reference.
No, it's a freaking song from the '70s. For
Fat
Christ's
Boys,
sake.
Fat Boys. I love the Fat Boys.
No.
And I heard of that one.
Donny Oz.
And you're supposed to be my generation. I mean,
Rosa,
Jeez.
say
No,
something.
he's just ashamed of it. That we got Donny Osmond. That's what I have to say tonight. Is it my
Donny
turn?
Osmond. You can keep your
was
Donny.
Donny
I'll
Osmond.
take the
Was he
Marie.
ain't
Thank
heavy,
you
he's
very much.
Okay, fine. Yeah, he was on the far side of the mountain or something. Yeah, so there you go. But no. Yeah, so first of all, just love being here with you guys again. So happy.
Yeah.
And I heard from Gabby earlier this week, and I've been really, really sick. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. She goes, "It's Andrew," and I'm going, "I'll be there. I'll be there." So I did.
Aww.
And then people were trying to go to the hospital in the middle of it. I'm still here, baby. No, and so I just love all y'all. I'm so proud of everything everybody's doing. So proud of all the famous people, including Herman, with his. Yes, I found that. I sent it to you. Where his only complaint was it wasn't long enough. Just so sad that your book wasn't long enough. Just what sort of reviews? They love you. They love you so much.
Did you send? Where did you send it to?
I DM'd it to you on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
I sent you it. It's Caves of the Cross. Yeah. It was a Christian site actually. Yeah. It's down there, sort of in the middle of it, right? Where the only complaint I have. I can see why it's not 12. Whiny. Yeah.
Well, I hate to correct an elder, but I do believe his name is Jeffrey of the Pots.
Burn. Jeffrey of the Pots. Yes, I am so sorry. I have to figure out which one of them I'm talking to.
Fair.
At any given moment.
Fair.
It's so hard.
So
Jeffrey of the
schizophrenia
or Jeffrey of the ceramics?
We're selling his book. But yeah, so I did find it. I found that. But yeah, so everybody's doing such a fantastic job. Everybody sounds like they're doing great with their projects. And it just makes me so happy to hear about everybody. And of course, yeah, I'm behind by 1 month on my book because we had the big wreck earlier this year, and I had just gotten my other book out, and I was like so gapped, and so. But I'm behind 1 month, but so far I'm in the middle of this last part, and the whole gang, they just found the post-apocalyptic Buc-ee's going up I-35, trying to start I-45, and they're trying to get out, and so there it is right there, overgrown with kudzu vines. And the mystic Buc-ee sign has appeared. So they're gonna go in, y'all. They're gonna find something. Yeah, so we're gonna have post-apocalyptic Buc-ee's. It's coming, and shotguns with chupacabras, And so it's he's got famous, and I've got chupacabra. That's me. But so yeah, got that out. Been working on that, and I finally figured out a way for me to go ahead and start cutting my audiobooks because I'm broke. But so we're finally. I've got sort of a plan to go forward. So my next big thing, as soon as I get this manuscript, is to get the audiobook out for the first book, and that will open up a whole big area for me because evidently men love to listen to books more than they will sit down and read them now. Is this right, Joe?
Well, in the car.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah.
In the car, yeah.
Yeah, and
my demographics for audiobooks is something like 80% male.
Oh, wow.
Is it really? Yes, that's what we're. Yeah, and also we're starting to push more on my end for the actual part that it actually is a romance for men. That several men who have read it, it's like, this is a romance. I didn't know I would love it, and And so at first I was always a little nervous. What? What are you? No, for real. I'm serious. This is like men will read romance if it's written for men. If it's written for people, no, yes, they will. I will guarantee you that if you read this, you would love it. Yes. Romances that are written for men are written a certain way. Let me just say that. And so I've been really pleased with the response from men and women. And so I'm like, probably going to start saying, hey, it doesn't fit the genre because it's not allowed. But we're going to go ahead and start pushing a little bit more as that action adventure romance that's out there. So wish me luck because
You should go to Harlequin. They print those things.
Oh, no. It doesn't fit. I was actually told that they would reject it immediately. It does not fit the formula.
Alan
it's too
has
masculine.
made the correct statement here for you, Rosa. He said, did someone order a pizza? Romance for men. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that part, yes. Yes. No. That's when you show up with food in your hands. That's the first scene.
Sure.
You show up and there's like a barbecue, like right there. What you going to do first?
Want to get to a man's heart? Give him some good food. That's true.
That's right.
Honey, I brought home a 6-pack and some pizza.
That's right.
Cue
the Barry White music.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Beer and pizza. That's sweet. Thank you very much, Rosa. All right, let's let Andrew do his thing, and then of course Jeff will take us out of here. So Andrew, sir, you got a project running? Give us a spiel.
Yeah, something like that. All right. Well, imagine if Tolkien wrote Thundercats and set it in the Wild West. The story of family, friendship, and grieving death mixed with mercenaries, demon slayers, and death cults. Of course, we have 23 days left in the campaign. Tomorrow is actually the first full week of the campaign, and we've already made over the initial goal. We have 1,500 was a soft goal. 2,500 is technically the hard goal. So we're still working up for my own personal goal, and then everything after that is just going to be bonus for everybody else. However, we've unlocked a bunch of stretch goals. We have a bunch of guest cards that will be given to every tier digitally or physically, depending on what you ordered, including Gabrielle, our very own Gabrielle, who has a guest card in that spot. And of course, there's plenty of more stretch goals to unlock. And of course, you can, if you missed out on volumes 1 and 2, you can still buy those at a discounted bundle price. So if you order book 3 with 1 and 2, you'll get about $10 off the total price. We still have a long month to go, but it's looking good. It's looking quite good. We've locked in the funding and printing will be good. And of course, all this will go towards my convention season, of which this year I already have 3 conventions.
Nice.
Coming down the line. Looking into getting a 4th one in, which would be nice because that'll be one more than last year. But those will be coming in the summer, and so I'll keep everybody updated on my convention schedule. If you're in the Massachusetts or New Hampshire area, and maybe some other states out otherwise. Other than that, you can head to solarionsun.com and get a taste of the comic for free. Tonight, I will be posting up to page 284, I think, on the free website. While tomorrow, I will be posting up to page 676. I think maybe 675. I can't remember because I'm actually way ahead of the. I actually have up to page 677 in the works, and so I'm kind of building a like a stockpile just for a rainy day in case I need that. So there's plenty of things to come in the future for Solarion Sun. I will be doing this, until I finish it, whether people are reading or not. I'm gonna finish it. This is a very important project to me, and it's just such a blessing to have all you guys at my back who are also supporting me. Thank you to everybody who has already supported so far. Some of you have here in this panel, and I am incredibly grateful. And we'll be continuing to do this until the end. So thank you so much. And of course, if you want to check me out elsewhere, go to patreon.com/AFLM, where you can read everything, including everything that's being printed on the comic book. So that's what I got. Thank you for having me. You guys draw amazing art, and it's such a pleasure to be able to see your interpretations of my characters, because it's just the coolest thing ever. We draw, week to week, but it's always so charming when it's, your project and something personal to me. So thank you.
Oh, that's cool. Very, very nice. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. We'll see you next week where we will be doing album covers for Crying Corvid. It's going to be great. Just get your heavy metal on.
It's grunge, actually. I mean,
well, in my fantasy mind, it is metal.
It's quite heavy, to be fair. I suppose it's heavy.
It is pretty heavy grunge. It's awesome.
Cool. Jeff, take us out of here, man.
Okay, well, my next book is now off for a second pass at editing, and after that, I'm going to start compiling and putting the book together. The person who drew my book is, you'll know him as Jiminy Cricket, Jason Robinson.
Oh my gosh.
He did my cover. So, and I'm going to try and get somebody who's going to do the map. So I have to get a map drawn. And I'm going to be on the lookout for somebody who's going to do a image for a bookmark that I put out with every new book.
That is amazing.
I will have 2 books out this year. And the one guy who left the review is going to get his wish because this is a continuation
I'm so excited.
of The Revenant in the Tomb. So, first one is going to be in May, and the second one is going to be September, October time frame. And namaste.
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 Later, everybody.
Y'all. Love.
Goodbye.
Bye. Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.